Hello everyone. Welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today we're going to be taking a look at a new release today on Steam. I'm playing it on PC. I'm assuming it's available for Mac too, as most games nowadays are. But this is one of my favorite games. A Game of Thrones board game, 2nd edition by Fantasy Flight Games, is now in digital form. Developed, from my understanding, by Direwolf Digital, one of my favorite board game app developers, but published by Asmodee Digital. So we're going to be taking a look at it today. You can hear it on the thing right now, probably chirping in the background. I turned the music down just so we don't get any kind of copyright flags or anything against the channel, but the sound effects are still on. You can hear birds chirping in the forest, similar to the Root app, which is also by Direwolf Digital. Some nice animation, some nice music. We could probably put the music on for a second here. Let me figure out to give you a taste. And I hear it. Like very dramatic, you know, music you'd expect for a Game of Thrones. But we'll just mute it there. Yeah. So hello everybody. Hello. I see a question here. How the co-op in one computer works. So I assume every player closes their eyes while one player is taking their turn, and nobody peeks. And then when it's another player's turn, they open their eyes, and all the players all close their eyes while they take their turn and nobody peeks. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if it includes that. I saw on the Steam page it says it has single device like PvP or something like that tagged in Steam. But I don't know if they actually put that in the app or if that's coming later or not, but I couldn't seem to find it. So peaceful. Someone's about to die. Yes. Yes. And Sirhan, just let me know if your boss shows up, Sirhan. I won't mention that you're here watching or anything, okay? So I'll stop talking about it if he shows up or she shows up. But yeah, welcome. So we're going to take a peek around this app today. So I totally forgot this app was coming out today. I had it on my Steam wish list. I started going through Reddit this morning, and I noticed people talking in the Game of Thrones board game Reddit, which usually is pretty quiet, but I guess Reddit decided to tell me there was some messages going on in there. So I went to that subreddit, and I saw somebody was asking about the game, what time does it launch, and I went, oh crap, it's already today. So I came downstairs on the computer, and I was looking on Steam. As I was looking on Steam to see if it was available, I got the email like almost that same minute, which was kind of creepy. And then I noticed the pre-order deal. There was like a 20% off sale where they were trying to pre-order it by a certain date. That sale is actually extended until October 13th. You can get the game at a discount right now. I believe it was 20% off. Yeah, pre-order now and get 20% off. Available October 6th, but it looks like it's continuing on until... Like, you don't have to pre-order it. If you didn't pre-order it, you didn't miss out. I forgot to pre-order it, to be honest. I thought I already had done that, but I checked and I didn't. So I just bought it today. So I have it now, obviously, or you wouldn't see it here on this screen. Anyways, yeah, so it's 20% off if anyone's interested. But yeah, from what I see, you could do tutorials, challenges, skirmish. You can go online, play against people. I'm just not sure if there's local PvP. There is local skirmish mode where you can play against other AI components, but I don't know if on PC they'll have it where you can play against each other and like hiding the screen and that kind of stuff. Kind of weird. But we're gonna take a look at it here. So I haven't played. I've launched it up. I was goofing around trying to add friends to my friends list to get like a side game going this morning. But I only have a couple of friends on my friends list. I'm just kidding. I had none this morning. So if any of you want to add me, it's Rob's Gaming Table, all one word, is my Asmodee.net account. That is how you add friends on here. We'll go through that actually. Your Asmodee.net account. It's not your Steam account. It's not your Direwolf Digital account. It's your Asmodee.net account. Basically, if you played Keyforge, it's the one you log into the Master Vault with. Or if you played Lord of the Rings, the adventure card game digital, it's that same account. So Asmodee.net, go log into that website. You can set your username in there if it's something you didn't want to use anymore, or change your account in any way, or set up an account. Go to Asmodee.net, and you can set it up there. And then I think it like links to your Steam somehow because it already had me logged in. As soon as I opened the app, it already logged me in right away from, I think, playing Lord of the Rings, the adventure card game, because it used the same one. Yes, I've got a friend in you, Mike. So yeah, I'll show you guys that now, actually. Let's go to the app. Let's just do some talk, because the real reason I'm streaming today is to get more friends on my friends list for this game, so we can start some like kind of offline asynchronous games and try this game out more. But we're going to play around today, going through like some tutorial stuff, kind of see it. And they didn't just do a plain Jane tutorial. There's actually like little scenarios to teach you the game, which is kind of neat, because I don't know how to teach this game and like without it taking quite a while and then playing through a full game to fully understand it. So we'll see what they did here in the digital form. They also have challenges. You can do little challenge modes and stuff. So the fact they went and kind of like twisted things here, it's not the usual stuff I expected to see in the app. So we'll see. But yeah, so if any of you guys want to add me, we'll find out how to do that right now. Let's see if I can get it up on screen. Nope, wrong page. There we go. We got it there. We got there. All right. So for anybody that doesn't know, A Game of Thrones, the board game, 2nd edition, came out around the time that the HBO TV show launched, to kind of jump on that hype. I think it came out like during or around the first season launching on HBO, to spice up the original design, which is from like 2002 or 2003 maybe. The original Game of Thrones board game came out based on the first 3 novels. Was one of Fantasy Flight Games' first games, one of their bigger games. The 2nd edition, one of their biggest selling games. It was during the whole run of the HBO show. I remember they would talk about it in flight reports and hint at it in interviews that Game of Thrones board game 2nd edition is like a huge seller for Fantasy Flight Games. Anyways, show's done. Hype's kind of died down a little bit. We're waiting for another show to come or another book. Sometime in the next 20, 30 years, there'll be another book, hopefully. We'll see. But either way, they've now adapted that game by Fantasy Flight Games into this digital version that you can play against people online, basically, is what I think the point of it here is. So this is a great way, if you have trouble getting Game of Thrones, the board game, off your shelf because you have trouble lining up a bunch of adults' time for like, 6 hours, 5 hours, however long it takes you to play, including like, setup, talking, hiding your tokens, negotiating, and then after the game, yelling at each other, telling them to get out of your house and you hate them for life and all that kind of stuff that happens. So I'd say roughly about 6.5 hours you need to set aside for you to invite your friends over, then to kick your friends out of your house because you hate them because they backstabbed you and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so this way you can do it with people who can't come over anymore. You can play with people online now. So this is one of the games this is the game that got me into the tabletop gaming hobby 8 years ago-ish. And yeah, I fell in love, and this game, I love it. We play it only about once a year now, because I always want to play at the high player counts. And they do have an expansion where you can play it at like 4 players, very balanced. It's a nice game, better than the 4-player mode that's in the base game. But yeah, I like playing it at like 5+ players, 5 to like 7 or 8 or whatever it is. At 6 is like kind of the sweet spot for most of the content, but yeah, so this is a way you can do that now without having to line all those people's schedules up on a single day. You can just start a game. Yes, you're playing online, and if there's no voice chat, I don't know if it'll be the same experience. That's my only fear here. Like, playing against random people online, just using the mechanics against each other, like, going through the actions is not the same as sitting there in front of somebody, lying to their face, and then grinning as you stab them in the back and steal their homeland and, try to win the game or outbid them or whatever. A lot of that's from being in person. You can simulate that with a Zoom call or a Discord call on the side, I guess. That's how I recommend to play this, if you can get a bunch of friends together. I don't know about randoms on the internet, how fun that would be, but maybe there'll be some Discord lobbies or whatever and Zoom calls where people will join up and play. I'm looking forward to playing with some of our producers in the Discord and stuff. Hopefully we can get a few together, and one day we can line it up where we still need the time. That's the problem. You still need enough time to be online to play like a real-time game. But I hope one day we could do that with like voice chat and kind of laugh and backstab and all that kind of stuff throughout the game. I just don't know if it'll get there. I haven't played this version yet to see if that will adapt well or not. But we'll find out here. We'll find out. Hey, Kate. This game should come with a skip the dishes app. Oh my god. All right, so let's take a look. Let me move this logo for now. I'm gonna throw this over here. So if you're trying to add friends, so I figured it out. And I know I was chatting with some people online on here earlier. There's like a community chat, and we're trying to figure it out, but I think I've got it. It took me a while. So as you see, I have some buddies here. If I click on this second face icon, not the one to the right, this is like your Asmodee account. This is like your in-game account. Kind of weird. But if you go click on that, it'll bring you like to the online lobby automatically. Or I think if we go back, yeah, if I go to the online lobby, this will do the same thing. And what you do is you search in here. The only problem is it's not searching. Well, it's showing my last search results, but let's say we do test. So it'll search via AsmodeeNet.net accounts, not by Steam accounts, not by Direwolf Digital accounts. A whole other username you gotta find here. So go to Asmodee.net, log in, you'll find your username. You can change it on there as long as it's not already taken. But as you can see here, like people just throw in whatever. There is tons in here from all the different Asmodee.net digital games. And actually, I can show you, maybe. Asmodee. So if you go to AsmodeeDigital.com, that's another way I think to get there. Yes. So if you go to AsmodeeDigital.com or Asmodee.net, let's see here. So I'm on Asmodee-digital.com. You can Google that, search it up, whatever. You'll get to the page. You'll see all the different games. Oh, I guess Scythe and Terraforming Mars, that uses your Asmodee.net account. Lord of the Rings, Ticket to Ride Splendor, Blood Rage, Small World, Carcassonne, Mysterium, Catan. Like tons of games. Zombicide, I guess. Onirim, Jaipur, Love Letter, Takenoko, yada, yada, yada. Okay, whole bunch. So you go up here to My Account. This is one way to get to it. Or if you're in the Keyforge Master Vault, you can get to this account, whatever. It's the account used across all these digital games and any kind of web app for any of the games now. So you can connect through Steam, PSN, Google, Xbox Live, this Nintendo account, and even through Epic Games. So just log into that. And that's how you find out more about the account that you should be using in this game and the account name you're given to your buddies, as it's called in the game. So yeah, so just wanted to show that. So from in here, you search for your buddy's Asmodee account, and then you can click on them. Lawrence, thank you for subscribing. So once you click, oh, did it lose it? Do test again, test. So if I want to add test 5, you just click on it, and you can either ignore them if they're a jerk and they're being a jerk to you in game. You don't want to have this person harassing you, or you can add a buddy, and they can be your buddy guy, not your friend buddy, but your buddy guy, and you can add them to your buddy list. Not to be confused with your friends list. No, it is the friends list, but in here it's friend game. You can add a friend, but over here it's buddies. Don't know what's going on with that, but and then here's my friends list right now, which we figured out how to add some buddies in the search, and that's how you get them to show up in a friends game. So I was trying to figure that out. So if you want to add me, it's Rob's Gaming Table, all one word, and just click on my name in the list here. Go to search, and then you go to Rob's Gaming Table right here. Click on it, and then you can add buddy, which obviously it won't add myself, but. So for those curious, if you're watching this later, add me. I want to get a game going and going on the side, and we can try out the online aspect of it. In the meantime, we'll try a bunch of offline stuff. It also has an online chat here, which looks like there might be an issue. Twice the game I've been in has had people just go AFK. Uh-oh. Yeah, holy, maybe not play online without Discord. Yeah, see, this is exactly what I was just getting at. So if you don't have some friends on here, but I find this is like probably the best way to have some friends play the game and actually kind of follow the rules, not fooling around with Tabletop Simulator. So if you just know Game of Thrones, you can just play this. You don't have to also learn Tabletop Simulator, which is good. You can do a quick play, create a friend, or create a regular game. So that's all the online stuff. But we're going to go through the tutorial. Dragon keeps his Asmodee name secret from Ron so he doesn't block me. Disappointed that you can't add yourself. Paul, I'll send an email to Direwolf Digital after if we can get that added in a future version so you can add yourself to your friends list. I just don't want to play with myself on stream. because I think it goes against YouTube streaming guidelines, so I can't do it. But anyways, and no Facebook for sign in. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. It's just the way that's what they have. Yeah. Oh. Okay. All right. So let's go to tutorial. Oh, this stream also wasn't planned, is what I was getting at. A last minute thing here. So sorry if it's kind of like off the hook, which I guess, or off the script or whatever. We're just clicking around. This is a first look. That's why I label it first look, not playthrough. We're just going to dabble around the app. I don't know if I have the time to play through a full game, but we'll try. But I do want to check out these tutorials. I haven't played the game in a while. I still kind of remember most of how the game works. I played it so many times, but I haven't played it in like over a year probably. But yes, it is still on my favorite games list of all time. Because I just love the game. So many stories, so many experiences, so many other gamers I met through this game. Love it. So, defending the coast is a learn the basics while fighting off pirates marauding the north. Check it out. Yeah. Oh, man, that was loud. Oh boy. Lower that a bit. Alright, defend the coast. Welcome to the Kingdom of Westeros. In this mission, you will take on the role of House Stark, one of the 6 great houses seeking dominance over the lands of Westeros. Does anyone watching or anyone in the chat right now have never played a Game of Thrones board game or know nothing about it? You need an explanation. I don't mind explaining the game from a noob-friendly standpoint. But I'm also going at this. I'm glad I haven't played in a while because I want to see if the game, if the app can teach the game very well to new players. Then I can recommend this to some players who maybe haven't played or not, and we'll see how good that is. Never played. Oh, okay. Only the LCG. Oh, okay. So the LCG, if you've played Melee, like the multiplayer format in the LCG, you can tell it was heavily inspired from the board game. So if you like the Melee aspect of Thrones LCG, the board game is I don't know, I think a more crazy serious, higher player count kind of version of it. But I guess you could play Melee with more players, but presume you played it once and never again. And that's the problem. I think it's the playtime, and some players get feelings hurt. This is a highly competitive game. The rule set is pretty heavy. The rule book's pretty big. It's not the best written rule book. It's like an older game. Like 2011 was the second edition came out. So lots of rule book knowledges and industry standards kind of thing have come out since 2011. And this is like it was like a reboot of an original game from like 2002, 2003. So it was like refined, but I still think it could be refined more. But it is still very well done, very, very well done game. That you are each picking a house. There in the base game, there's 6 houses. You can play from 3 to 6 players, but at lower player counts, there's known imbalances. It kind of blocks off half the map. Put some kind of like NPC neutral controlled territories that are easy for people who are kind of near those territories to take over, so it kind of throws off balance, especially for players in the north like Stark or whatever. But the idea is you can't win by yourself without help, and you can't win without like backstabbing somebody. So you kind of need help from other players, and if all the players attack you or your neighbors attack you and you don't help them or negotiate with them, you'll just lose. You can get just wiped out of this game. You can get eliminated basically, or have not a good time, or not have no chance of winning. So you really, this game comes down, I find, to like negotiation skills, player etiquette, that kind of thing. Work with other players, sell yourself. You got to be like a like merchant in this game, like kind of like, I will help you. If you help me, kind of like scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, which is very thematic to Game of Thrones. Like you are very, yeah, you very much have to play like the Littlefinger / Varys role, and kind of like, you know, not show your cards too early, not be too aggressive. Like there's a fine balance, but it also very much depends on the players at the table and who is seated near you, who has territories near you and stuff. So this is kind of like a very much diplomacy game. It was heavily inspired by the game Diplomacy, I believe. But it's that kind of game. It's long. Takes like an hour per player, I would say. That's what I say roughly, like to overestimate, especially your first few games, trying to struggle through the rules and stuff. So if you have a 6 full player count, it's obviously better at higher player counts. It will take you like, you know, 4 to 6 hours to play that game, trying to get to points. But you know, you can get help from people, you can backstab people. But it is hardcore. It's like you get very invested. And why I like this game, how I sell this game to people, is if you're willing to put in the time to learn it and put in the time to play it, by the end of the game, you look around the table, and I've taught this game to like 30 people. I've played it multiple times with some of those people over the years. And every time, near the end of the game, you can tell people are really into it when the last couple rounds of the game, everybody is standing up at the table. And everyone is talking over each other, trying to negotiate. People are getting mad at each other. People are trying to, like, you know, take over that last castle, and everyone else is at the table is trying to stop that player from taking over that last castle. Meanwhile, there's a quiet player sitting in the corner who's about to really win, and everyone's standing up like army generals. And like, you don't stand up in a game and get super invested into it unless you've spent enough time and you feel really connected with it. And I find that's what happens with this game. So will the digital game be able to do that? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that's how I can describe this. It's a very long, rich, deep game that is made better by the players you have at the table. Is how I'd say it. So similar to the books, like it's long and it's very deep and rich. That's the best way to say it. And it is from the books. So the Song of Ice and Fire book series is all pulled from that. So the art was done based on the books. The characters, all that's based on the books. So there might be some differences between the show and whatnot. So, boom. So Matthias says, yeah, it's a deep board game. It's not easy to find 5 friends who are eager to learn and play such a deep game for some 5 or 6 hours. It is tough. It is tough. I know firsthand. And now you can play against some people online. Hopefully jump into some Discord chats with people, get to know some other people, and have fun making them hate you because you lied to them and backstab them. So yeah, welcome to the Kingdom of Westeros. In this mission, you'll take on the role of House Stark, one of the 6 great houses seeking dominance over the lands of Westeros. Well, let's try to put my head in a better spot here. Over here, I think. Good. Oh, let's move this now. Again, I've never played this before. I don't know where to... Doing this on the fly. All right. We can try Lead Magnet if we get time, or in another stream, we'll get to the point where we play against the AI faction. I just don't have enough time to get to that point yet in this live stream, but we will be back with this game in another live stream for sure, because there's more I want to play here. There's a lot to this app, but I just want to do this today to kind of like, show everyone it's out today on Steam who don't know. B, let everyone know it's on sale till the 13th of October. So get it now at a discount if you want it. C, check out if it's any good. And then D, try to add some people to my friends list. Selfishly, that's what my real goal here is. To build up my friends list so we can play some games online and try it out. Alright. So this is a tutorial scenario made specifically for the app. I'm checking out this unique content to the game to see if it can refresh me on the game and if it's a good recommendation for newer players. Each game round has 3 phases. Westeros phase, players react to events. Okay, planning phase, players secretly assign orders. And action phase, players take turns resolving orders. After 10 rounds, the player who controls the most castles or strongholds wins. In the planning phase, players must assign orders to each area where they have a unit. Assign march orders to your units in Winterfell. Oh, that's cool. Got some cool glowing highlights here. Select an order. Let's see. Do we want to do a march order, or a march order? I think I like this. Nope, it won't even let me pick the other ones. Anyways, confirm orders. All right. So we've got to click a button to confirm. Action phase. All right. In the action phase, each player resolves the orders they assigned. A single march order allows you to move any number of units from that area into adjacent areas. Nice little animations. Die roll of digital stuff here, you can tell for sure. Little animation, sound effects. I like it. It's pretty. Okay. Little reminders as you hover. Okay, showing which orders are being resolved. It's like each step, because we know like raid is first, then march, then consolidation power. Okay, so we click. Move one of your units into a White Harbor and the other into Moat Cailin to take 2 castles. Oh, we're going. I don't know if that's a good tip early in the game, just start taking over castles that quick, but sure. Sure. Okay, drag and drop with some arrow action here. Okay, do they have like I guess it's not like a full game to show like if you can undo if you accidentally click the wrong way here. Ooh, ooh. Okay, interesting. I don't know if we can. Oh yeah, we can zoom in. Nice. Okay. Whoa, there we go. Look at all the way zoom out like Root. It's got like the Root touch to it. Where you zoom all the way out, you can see the board. Oh, that's neat. Okay. Thanks again to George A pointing that out in Root, and I had no idea that existed. But Direwolf Digital again, same developer. Obviously putting some of the same stuff here into action. I like it. Confirm the march. Because Winterfell is your home, you maintain control even if you have no units there, so long as it isn't occupied by enemies. Castle symbol refers to both castles and strongholds. I was going to say, if a player controls 7 castles, they win immediately without needing to wait for the end of the 10th round. So the game can be shorter. I've seen this rarely happen, but the game can end earlier. That's why I say like the 4 to 6 hours the real game takes, because yes, it can end earlier if a player is not kept in check and people at the table can't put aside their differences to team up to stop the player in the lead. Sometimes that happens. People get very bitter and they start helping the player in the lead because somebody else backstabbed them and stuff. So I like how it's not predictable what can happen in the game with a bunch of human players. I like that very much. I don't know if the AI will be able to simulate that here because you're just, you know, you're on your own, and like how will the AI decide if it's going to help you or hurt you? That's I don't know how they would have programmed all that. Maybe they just did it kind of basic, depending on if you're in the lead. You kind of get no help from your neighbors, they'll attack you kind of thing. But man, I would love to have been there in that room with the programmers when they're like, all right, how are we going to do this for the AI? Like, you know, to simulate the real game. Like, did they watch people play the game a bunch, different people, and take notes, like, you know, kind of like simulate a real player? Because some players can just like totally change up and just do the craziest stuff in this game and make it unpredictable how the outcome will be. And I like that. Lord of the boards here. That's why you gotta play with me. AI is tough usually. Yes, it's also nice to be able to have a no setup version of this game. Yes, that's why I like Gloomhaven Digital too. It's just like, you're playing Gloomhaven. You didn't need to go find all the parts and the, you know, to build the board and put all the tokens on and everything. You're just playing right now. I love it. Just gotta wait for it to load. That's it. And you're playing within seconds. The Lord of the Board, if I remember correctly, when I was learning Root, you have some decent Root strategy videos for those who are interested in learning more about the Root factions. They helped me learn some of the factions I was having trouble with. I'm pretty sure that's you, and thank you for doing those, by the way. So check out his channel if I'm correct. And Pickle's here. Hey, Pickle, how's it going? Alex says, Direwolf is one of the studios I have faith in. Yes, that's why, like, this is a day one purchase for me without even, like, waiting on reviews or looking at it or anything. I'm just, like, I'm in. So the start of the round, Westeros cards are drawn that affect all players. This phase is skipped on the first round. Yes, of course. I'm doing good. A little tired today. I didn't expect this to come out. I wasn't planning on streaming in the afternoon, but this came out. I got excited. We're streaming today. Yeah, so here we go. Mustering. Recruit new units in strongholds and castles. Click to continue. Sure. Mustering card lets players add new units to castles and strongholds they control. Castles provide 1 point of mustering. Select the castles in White Harbor and Moat Cailin to muster a single footman in each area. Done. Oh. Lord of the Board says correct. Stoked about Game of Thrones now. All these digital board games are making me happy. That's good during COVID times, that's for sure. Be able to play with people around here. They're telling that we got to keep distance amongst people anymore, shrink our circles down and all this stuff again. It's coming trouble again. It's definitely against playing big board games together. People aren't going to be a thing we do for a while. But yeah. Yeah, I was describing Root before to people as like my friends who play Game of Thrones a lot. I was telling them, like, trying to teach them Root, actually, saying like Root can be a smaller, quicker version of Game of Thrones board game. That's how it kind of I sell it to some players who have played this game, that it doesn't take as long, but you still can have alliances and hurt feelings and that kind of thing, helping each other out, ganging up on one player, all that kind of stuff is in that game too. And it's definitely highly competitive, and yeah, feelings can still be hurt. But at least you only spend like 90 minutes or so playing that game usually. So it's not as bad. Like, you know, your friends will still return your calls later. But in this game, you call them over, you prep them up, you play 6 hours or so, and there's some players that, like, yeah, they can hate you after that. But yeah, let's drop a footman here. Did I already do that? Sure. Okay. Thought I did it, but 2 points of mustering. We're gonna drop a knight. Knights are twice as powerful as footmen. Last days of summer, nothing happens. Oh, this is lame. No, I'm just kidding. It's a tutorial. Nothing exciting here. The planning phase. Sir Roderick Castle. A raven arrived with news that Greyjoy's pirates have been attacking in the south. March your troops to the coast to defeat the sea scum. I like this little mini-game tutorial idea. I think it's kind of cool. But it's still teaching aspects of the game. Choose an area to place an order. We're going to choose this area. We're going to place march. Choose this area. Another march. Oh, I've unlocked the consolidate power order. The consolidate power symbol represents... Oh, the crown symbol, sorry, represents power. Each player begins the game with 5 power and can increase their power by resolving consolidate power orders. Power is used to 1. Keep control of areas your units abandon. 2. Bid on influence tracks. 3. Fend off wildling attacks. I love bidding in this game, but man, it makes me nervous. I never know what to bid, and gotta really be paying attention to the game. Who wants what? Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Or not bidding at all, and then like worrying about when's the right time to kind of go all in on a bid. I love it. Like just trying to figure that out. And like your game group could do wacky things. It's never the same. I love it. You may mouse over an order to review its abilities. Do so now to the consolidate order above. Consolidate the power order. Gain 1 power. If this is on a land or in a port, gain an additional power for each crown symbol on the space. Yeah. Is a much forgotten rule. Action phase. In turn order, players take turns resolving a march order of their choice. March one of your units from White Harbor to Moat Cailin so that it can join your other forces for an attack. What do you do? Just click in the space? Oh, okay. Okay, sure. For March, yeah. Time to show those salty scoundrels what the North is made of. When marching, you're not allowed to move into more than one area that would start a battle. March all 3 units from Moat Cailin to Greywater Watch to begin a battle. Okay, so march. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, look at this. So my options are Sea Guard or Greywater Watch. Obviously the tutorial wants me to go one way. But I like the way it's like very much highlighting like, here's their defense right now before card play. Confirm the march. Do you want to spend 1 power to keep control of Moat Cailin? Sure. You have to lay down a power token and so what's happening there. Greywater Watch combat. Look at this. I hear people cheering. Attacker, House Stark, 3. Defender, Greyjoy, 2. Combat is resolved, comparing the strength of the battling sides. Each footman adds 1 to its owner's total strength. Each player may then play a house card to add their side's strength. Play Great John Umber to increase the strength of your side by 2. Great John Umber. Dagmar Cleftjaw. Alright, your opponent played Dagmar Cleftjaw, bringing the strength of their side to 3. Keep scrolling down because I'm like going to hover over that button, but you win the battle with the higher strength of 5. After battle, the losing side suffers casualties equal to the number of swords played on the winning side. However, Dagmir Cleftjaw's fortification lets your opponent ignore one casualty. Click to continue. House Greyjoy choosing where to retreat. Since the Greyjoy footmen were not killed in battle, they must retreat to an adjacent area as routed units. Oh, they give them white flags. I surrender. Routed units can't march and contribute no strength in combat. If a routed unit is defeated in another combat, it's destroyed. Routed units become unrouted at the end of a round. Hey, Jack. Westeros phase. Supply. Adjust the supply tracks or reconcile armies. When the supply card is drawn, each player updates their supply limits equal to the number of barrels in areas they control. Supply does determine the number of areas players may have with 2 or more units. Areas with a single unit do not require supplies. Yeah, so that's how you know how many armies you can have, basically. The current supply limits are displayed as dots. Oh yeah, an army is if you have more than 1 unit on a space, it's considered an army. You can have as many single units spread out all over the place, but once you have 2 or more on a space, it's now an army. You got to check your limits. They're displayed as dots next to the helmets by your supply barrel. I can have 1 army of 3. I don't know what's that. The yellow dots show which of your supplies are in use. Oh, okay. If a player has lost a territory since the last supply card was drawn, they may have to remove units to conform with their new supply limit. You can review supply limits associated with each barrel amount by selecting the barrel on your house banner. So these dots, I'm assuming it's like at 2 supply, you can have 2 armies of 2, 1 army of 3 is what I'm getting from this. Don't have it memorized how it is from the game, but I'm assuming that's what's going on there. I just don't know these yellow dots. I have like a yellow and a gray, 3 yellows. So it's because I have 2 solo units, I think, right? Oh yeah, right here. So I have 2 solo units, which don't count as an army. So it's kind of showing I still can add 1 more to each of those to make them an army. That was just kind of confusing me because they're not an army. I shouldn't see anything there was what I was thinking. But you can review the supply limits, yada yada. Okay. Game of Thrones. Each player collects 1 power for each consolidate power icon on an area he controls in each controlled port with without an adjacent enemy ship. Your house has earned 1 power. Last days of summer, nothing happened. Okay, planning phase. Hey, Bernardo. Greetings from Davos, Switzerland. Watching the local folks being hounded by fans asking about faceless men. Yes, very appropriate reference. Awesome. Whoops. All right. Take 2 more castles from the Greyjoys to complete this scenario. Your men await the next orders. Time to go on the offensive. Get them, boys. All right. There's an area to place an order. Huh. Well, we're gonna have to attack here, right? Assume we're marching. Don't assume we're marching. Like, I don't know. Am I just going and rushing it as fast as I can? Or should I be consolidating power? I just think we rush it. We kind of like do a staggered approach. But, hold on. Yeah, because I want to march this guy over here, I think. March them down. I don't care about, like, protecting my castles. We're just going offensive, right? So, I'm just maxed out here with 3. Okay, choose a march order resolve. Let's resolve this one, I think. Got 4 defense. I think we just take this one first, right? And hopefully it'll teach us about supports, and then we can support ourselves if these guys move in to attack. Or I guess we can't support ourselves on this one, right? From here we can though. But that doesn't make sense. Never mind. All right. Oh, select my units to move. Let's take all of them. Oops. Sure, we'll confirm the march. Yes, we'll keep control. Even though we're moving there anyway. I don't know if that was smart, but... Choose a card. How important is this combat? We have 3 to 1. So they could play like a 4 card. I don't know what all the house cards do anymore. I do not remember at all. But we're just in tutorial mode. So I say we just play a Roose Bolt. What is this? Oh, he's blank. Man, they're just teaching. They're not no fun to be had here. That guy should have an ability, right? Board action will be unlocked soon. I assume so. Jack says, Rob, I bought a slightly used core Lord of the Rings Journeys on eBay the other day. Got it for $65 US. They said game was open but never played. Everything is still unpunched. What do you think? That is a good price, I would assume. I don't remember the price. It's like over $100, I think, Canadian. So I think that's all right. If they didn't punch anything, I mean, that's good. But if it was like played with, maybe I'd want it a little cheaper. But who knows? Who knows? But yeah, the game is fun. You got it for less than you pay for it normally, right? So I think it's all good. Even if it was slightly loved. All right. Let's see here. Choose a march order resolve. We're gonna resolve this one. We're gonna take this guy. We're gonna march him. We march here. March right here, right? We just march with this guy and then march here. Oh no, I have to go through Moat Cailin, right? It doesn't really matter. Not really, right? Let's just do it. Whoa, what are you doing? Get over there. You, here. Interface problems here. Confirm march. I forgot to confirm. Sure. Then to keep. March this guy. Whoops. Confirm. Root new units and strongholds and castles. Sure. You've unlocked the ability to spend 1 mustering point to upgrade your footmen into knights. Yay! Knights count as 1 unit toward your supply limits, even though they are twice as powerful in combat as footmen. Click an area to muster units. Right here. Knight. Only 1 area, right? Or do I have enough? I'm not allowed to put a 3rd guy here. Or here. Can't put a 4th. I don't know, we just muster a footman. Point per castle, but of course I'm like loaded up on these castles, so I can't get the point. And I also can't drop ships into the sea. That's not a thing yet in the tutorial. There's somewhere I'm missing. Oh, it's one wants me to upgrade. Duh. Brain fart. All right. Oh, I can do it here too, right? Bid on the 3 influence tracks. When Clash of Kings card is drawn, players bid on the 3 influence tracks. Today we'll bid on the War Focus Fiefdom track, which determines tiebreakers in combat. Each player chooses to bid a number of power, which will be spent whether or not they end up the highest bidder. Players are then ordered from highest to lowest bidder. Greyjoy has 14 power. Oh my god. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just bid 1. Oh, it wants me to bid more? Come on, man. Yeah, they only bid 4. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Tutorial messages over here. House Stark now can grant +1 strength in a combat once per round. Thanks to the Valerian Steel Blade. Last days of summer. You beat the Greyjoy's bid of 4 to earn the first place on the fiefdom track, gaining the first player bonus of the Valerian Steel Blade. Once per round, the Valerian Steel Blade can be used to increase your combat strength by 1 after house cards have been revealed. Sakabra, I'm just playing the tutorial. I don't know, until I can play a game like online with people and see how it feels. I can't give the full recommendation, but so far it feels like Game of Thrones, a board game, mechanically, physically, in the app. But again, I was talking earlier in the stream. A lot of Game of Thrones love for me for the board game happens above the table with the players, right? And seeing faces and vocal negotiations, backstabbing and stuff. I don't know in the online portion if they have a chat or what. I don't know yet. Haven't played online. We're just dabbling around the tutorial right now. Maybe we'll take a look at some challenges. Maybe start a skirmish mode against the AI. But the mechanics are here. The art's the same. I don't know. It seems like a digital adaptation of Game of Thrones board game. And it's Direwolf Digital, so of course it's pretty and sounds nice, which I like. But I'm not sure to say if it's worth $20 to you. If you're going to play it often, you'll have to find other players to play with. I don't know if just playing some skirmishes offline are enough in a game like this to get that itch scratched. But maybe some players just like playing the game against, quietly, clicking through the motions, playing cards, destroying AI opponents. Personally, I like to, get vocal with it and negotiate and lie and backstab and stuff while looking players in the face. That's part of the fun. But yes, this is a very much just on a digital adaptation of the board game. It's just they've done a twist here with the tutorials to kind of walk you through these little scenarios to teach you the game, which is kind of nice. So I've unlocked the new support order. Allows units in the area to add their strength to combat in any adjacent battle. Support can be key to winning your conflicts. It can also be used to aid allies. I don't know where is it. Oh, Greyjoy has a castle right here. I can go yank. So these guys are gonna march. I'll play a support here just in case. I don't know. These guys get attacked. I don't see that happening because this guy's not going to take one guy into here. Sure. I don't know. Just cause. Here we'll consolidate some power. Here we will. I don't know. We'll consolidate some power. Whatever. Action phase. So I don't know. Let's just get this done. Hopefully. So attempt river run. I don't know. Choosing. Not adjacent. It is. Oh, there we go. Combat 5-2. So if we just do this, we win this tutorial mission. I want to go Eddard, but I don't think we need to. Let's just... No. Let's go... Alright, whatever. Blackfish. Whoa! Whoa, I lost! Oh no! He got me, and he's gonna kill one. But I need to add strength to my Valerian Steel Blade. Got him. Take that, Euron. I was gonna play a sword. I was gonna play the Eddard, but I don't want to kill the guy, But man, then he pulls out swords. Like, what am I supposed to do? Fine work, my lord. A feast is in order. End of game. Victory. There's that Jaime Lannister art sitting on the Iron Throne. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love the art in this game. I love all FFG's Game of Thrones art. So good. So good. Alright. Back saying, Rob, have you pre-ordered the next expansion villain pack for Lord of the Rings? No. I haven't, and I'll just buy it when it comes out. It's not going to be something hard to get, because nobody really, like... I think that's not really a hot product for the line. At least the last villain pack wasn't. It was very easy to get after. Not a lot of players seem to be excited about it. It feels like a cash grab. But yes, I will get the DLC for sure. But we're gonna keep playing through the current one. I might play that one myself, but we'll see. I might just wait till we're done Shadowed Paths. Again, no rush on that, because if we play it a little later, it gives other people to have a chance to go through it. So if people want to avoid spoilers, they can. And then join us on our playthrough and help us make different decisions and that kind of stuff in our game, which is kind of fun. Bernardo's asking, I'm afraid of asking, what do you think of the end of the show? Did you see it? I've read the books, but do not have HBO, so missed the show. To avoid spoilers and stuff, I won't talk about it. I will just say, like, my opinion was, it was okay. It was okay. A lot of shows don't end well, and it was okay. But with Game of Thrones, obviously fans expected a lot. But it seems like they shrunk the seasons down at the end, kind of like gave them only so many episodes. And the creators of the show, I think, were a little excited, and they were kind of bored with the project, kind of excited to get on to new stuff. So I feel like they kind of just did the best they could with what they had kind of to work with. But yeah, I think it was fine. And I talked to people who've never read the books, who are only show watchers, who loved it. But if you're a book reader, you expect certain things, and you should already know from the beginning of the series, they cut a lot of stuff out and made their own creative changes throughout the whole series. So who knows? But we don't have an ending in the book yet, so who knows? But I think it was fine for TV. It was fine for TV. It was still epic, that's for sure. It was still epic. Yeah, they're going more Game of Thrones shows. There was one prequel was canceled. I don't know about the other prequel. I think there was 2 prequels in the works, but one they canceled for sure. I'm not sure if they canceled the other one or if it's still going on or what the deal is there, but the next thing I'm really excited about is the Lord of the Rings show on Amazon. But again, I don't know how far that show's out either, but hey, Adam. Yeah, Dragon says, I think they force-ended it just to end it. That's the feeling that I got from it, too. We were following any of the behind-the-scenes stuff. Yeah, they were just kind of like, let's just get this over. They could have stretched that on forever, right? Awesome. Okay, we defended the coast. Then there's the Siege of Pike, where you muster ships and set sail for the Iron Islands to quell the Greyjoy Rebellion. And then there's the Hold the Wall, practiced advanced orders while helping the Night's Watch repel a wildling attack. So this will obviously teach you about the water in the game, water battles and stuff. And this will teach you all about the wildlings, and working together to fend them off. Let's keep going. Alright. The Greyjoys have declared open rebellion against the Seven Kingdoms. You have orders from the king to muster ships and set sail for Pike to defeat their leader, Lord Balon. Landing phase. You've unlocked a special version of Consolidate Power with a star icon. When assigned to a stronghold, the star Consolidate Power order allows you to muster in this location instead of taking power. Which you can decide when you get to that phase, which is kind of cool. So assign your star Consolidate Power order to Winterfell. Yeah. Gonna muster some ships. Oh. I'm getting like Warcraft 2 vibes here. From the boats on the water. And the ding ding. Ding ding as they build the ships. You want to consolidate power or muster at Winterfell? Well, the app's not giving me a choice here. This mean yellow arrow is forcing me to muster. And it's also forcing my hand to do a ship. Like it's giving me a choice, but not. We're dropping it in the Bay of Ice. Yeah, it does look like a Civ game for sure, yeah. Here, let's go back and show this view off for those who've just joined us. You can zoom all the way out, get the overview, and then you have the art, the box art in the background here. I love it. Love it. Get like a good overview, high level view of all what's going on. And then right back in. You can check out those excellent mountain textures here. It's just the art. It's just like straight off the game board. I love it. All right. So another ship, Bay of Ice, Westeros phase. Happens. Each player collects 1 power. That stays the center. So assign march orders to the Bay of Ice and Winterfell to continue your march towards Pike, the home of Balon's rebellion. Assign march orders to the Bay of Ice and Winterfell. Yeah. Confirm. Action phase. Ships may be used to transport units to other land areas. March a single footman from Winterfell to Flint's Finger using your ships as a sea bridge. Yes, yes. Okay. March. Oh, wait. Can I take 2 or just 1? Just 1? Only lets me take 1? Okay. So yeah, when you use ships on the water, like it like makes all locations connected to that sea adjacent, which is kind of neat. There's like an aspect that some players, like newer players, is hard to like get them to understand. Like making a sea bridge is the way to really describe it well. But down here, Flint's Fingers is like adjacent to the sea, but not adjacent to Winterfell. But once you put ships in there, it connects anything that touches the border of the Bay of Ice up here and makes it all adjacent, which is neat. So you can use like 1 march to get all the way down there. It animated into a boat and then appeared over there. I thought it would go up here to the port, grab a boat, come down, but it did not. Alright, we got another combat here. Play your Roose Bolton card to deal with this small band of pirates. Got him. So good. They retreat. So sail your ships to the Sunset Sea. Both of them? Sure, I guess. Jack says, Rob, speaking of Warcraft 2, there's plans on remastered version of Warcraft 2 going to be added to Warcraft 3 Reforged. Really? That's kind of cool. I want to get Reforged, Warcraft 3 Reforged, but I don't know. I don't have the time to play it, but like just for nostalgia factor. Like I've spent so many hours playing that game. March. Western card has been drawn. Upgrade your footman in Flint's Finger and Winterfell into knights. You also need to continue growing your fleet. Use your 2nd point of mustering in Winterfell to build a ship in the Bay of Ice. Bid on the 3 influence tracks. The Clash of Kings has been drawn. This time we will bid on the Iron Throne influence track in addition to the Fiefdom track. Ah, here we go. Bottom right. It's adding new stuff here, which you guys can't see. Man. We'll just go there for now. All right. Let's see. Down here on the right, we got the Iron Throne and the Fiefdom tracks. And I know they're going to add another track, so I'll move myself out of the way. Let's bid 3 power, so we still have enough left to place a competitive bid on the Fiefdom track too. Stark now picks the winner in all ties outside of combat. Yeah. You bid more than the Greyjoys, earning the first spot on the Iron Throne track along with the Iron Throne ability. So the Iron Throne track is like also which order you get to go in the turn, which is super important at certain points in the game. So it allows you to like, you know, move into position to support your army before you attack, before the other player attacks you, or, you know, attack before they attack kind of thing. Take out a ship in the sea before your opponent is going to march in and cross a bunch of their ships to get somewhere into your territory. So going before another player, maybe not first in the whole round, but as long as you go before your neighbors, sometimes that can be very beneficial. But again, the cost power. So you gotta like how much power to bid on that, how important is that to you, depending on what's going on in the game, right? Yeah. Because the Greyjoys only have 3 power, we should be able to win the Iron Throne's tie-breaking ability if we bid. Oh yeah, because now we have the Iron Throne token, so we break all ties outside of combat, which showing we both have 3 left. We submit the bid and we obviously break the tie. We could choose them to win, but we'll choose ourselves. But you decide between other players too. So if 2 players are bidding or something, you decide which order they come out. So if like 3 players at the table all bid 2 and they tied, you get to determine which order they go on the track, which is kind of neat. So you could make or break alliances during that point in the game too, like, and really upset some people. And that could help. That could honestly help influence future combats too. Like if you want a certain player to win, you could like, you know, put them ahead of the other player on the track. So then, you know, yeah, this it's crazy. I love it. You did it using the Iron Throne tiebreak ability. You beat the Greyjoys and are in first place on the fiefdom track, gaining the first player ability and the Valyrian Steel Blade. Ability of the Valyrian Steel Blade. Yeah, Valyrian Steel Blade. Last days of summer. Yeah, I wonder what would be your top new games that would release next year. I don't know. I'm assuming like Burn Cycle's coming out next year. I'm excited for that from Chip Theory Games. Oathsworn, I'm excited for that because I backed it. Should be getting that next year. But again, some of these games could be delayed, but based on knowledge right now. But there's like, I'm assuming the Descent 3rd edition will be a next year thing. I'm very excited for that. Very interested in all we know is a box. But I'm excited to see more about that. I don't know. That's a tough one. There'll be so many Kickstarters between now and next year and stuff that could even still come out next year. There's all the companies that don't live off Kickstarter that are going to pop out games all over the place. And I know for a fact a lot of companies that were going to bring games to Gen Con this year and Essen are holding off on those bigger games and kind of putting them on the shelf for a bit and delaying publishing those until next year or later when the industry's kind of like settled down a bit. Yeah, so that's I don't know. Frosthaven, yes, obviously. I can't even remember all the games coming next year. I like to back stuff and forget about it. So like Frosthaven, I backed it, but I don't even want to talk about it till it's here. Like I'm not the type that's just like sitting there clicking F5, reading Kickstarter updates, waiting. Like there's so many great games out right now that I have that I need to play more, and I feel I'm strapped for time until that stuff comes. So there's too many games and not enough time. So my excitement for future games, it's sort of there, but not really. I just get excited when I can actually play the game. I don't know. I'm not like cult of the new, like, you know, I have games staring at me on my shelf that are like, Rob, you need to play me more, and they give me those looks, you know. So yeah. I know, I hope there's some gaming conventions next year. I really hope they come back. They'll be different, I'm sure. I'm sure even if there's the chance of a COVID vaccine, supposedly it won't even be like widespread and readily available till late 2021 is what a lot of like scientists are saying. So I assume maybe not till 2022 until like conventions could possibly get back to normal-ish. But if there is any kind of convention next year, if people are afraid to go to conventions, I think a lot of conventions won't hold the conventions because they'll be in fear that they'll have low turnout and therefore they don't make any money and they lose money. Yeah, those games have hungry eyes, exactly, Sakabra. Bernardo's saying, have you seen Hero Quest? Yep. The remake, I assume you're meaning. which seems to be pretty true to the original, other than not having the Games Workshop license, so you're not going to get the same miniatures and artwork. But it's just like, I don't know, it's a refreshed Hero Quest. Not really refreshed though, just like reprint, I would say. It's more of a reprint. But I have no nostalgic connection to Hero Quest, and I kind of have a taste more for more complex kind of games, a little bit more up-to-date games, so I'm not really interested in Hero Quest at all. I was interested when I thought they were going to, like, you know, kind of maybe spice it up a bit, but then again, that wouldn't be Hero Quest, so I totally understand why they're doing what they're doing. It's basically just to grab people's nostalgia, which is fine, but I'm not interested in it, like, not even, like, a little bit. No interest whatsoever. But yeah. Okay, let's continue. You have unlocked defense orders. So defense orders can be used to increase strength of their area when attacked. You've unlocked raid orders. Ah, my favorite. Love raiding people. So raid orders can be used to remove enemy support, consolidate power orders, or even other raid orders. Trying to raid raids. Alright, so assign defense order to Flint Fingers here. Let's assign a raid order to your ships in the Sunset Siege. Disrupt your army. Or disrupt their army. Let's do the special consolidate power so we can get some mustering back there if we want. And they want us to support ourselves from the Bay of Ice. And this is making me want to get a bunch of friends together to play this game. God damn COVID. Raids are the first orders to be resolved in the action phase, followed by marches and consolidate power. Defense and support orders are resolved during combat. Sea areas are especially useful for supporting and raiding. Sea areas can support and raid land areas. Land areas can't support or raid sea areas. Because you are higher on the Iron Throne track, you will get to raid first. Ha ha ha. So use your raid order in the Sunset Sea to remove the support in Iron Man's Bay. This will prevent enemy ships from supporting an attack in an adjacent sea area. I love it. I love this kind of shenanigans. It's great. Burned it up. Your opponents have now left with no adjacent orders to raid. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. It tells you at the bottom what they're doing. They're marching. Oh, we're getting a little battle here. That was Greyjoy 1 to Hellstark 3, 4. What's happening here? Oh, support? Do I have a support? Yes, I did. You're being attacked. Your initial strength is 4. +2 for your knight, +1 for your supporting ship, and +1 for your defense order. Catelyn Stock is best used when defending. Play her to double the value of your defense order. Flint's Finger will not fall today. You break the tie because of your higher placement on the fiefdom influence track. Your opponent's footmen must retreat back to Grey Water Watch routed. ETFO. I know, Mike. I know. We'll try to start one. Or do you mean like physical? Or you mean digital? Which one are you craving to play more? More a digital game of this or a physical game? Because like we'll get a digital game going in the background. Both? Yeah. Okay. All right. Gotcha. I just need. Has anyone added me to their list? For those who have joined, if you have this game, Rob's Gaming Table, all one word. Search me up in the buddy system thing. Add me as a buddy, and I want to see what happens. Because I think I've only added the people on my list. I haven't had anyone add me to see if they just pop up automatically or if I get an invite notification. But then if I get at least 5 other buddies on my friends list, then we'll start like an offline asynchronous game to kind of just casually get through the game. I want to like kind of play it before I stream it again, but we'll see. You want to consolidate power or muster at Winterfell. Well, the app says I must muster. Oh, siege engines. Now available. 4 strength when attacking a castle or stronghold. Destroy this unit when routed. Yeah, these suck for defensive purposes, obviously, but are great when you're like, all right, it's castle crushing time. Let's get them. Gives you 4 on the offense. We're gonna slap one down using our 2 points. 4 strength when attacking or supporting against a stronghold battle. So as long as the battle's happening against an opponent's stronghold, attacking, you'll get the help, or supporting a battle against, which is kind of cool. The downsides of siege engines is that they provide no strength while attacking an area without a castle and are useless on the defense. Gotta be careful. Once you slap those down the board, everyone starts getting nervous. You gotta watch out for people teaming up on you. I love it. Adjust the supply tracks, reconcile armies. Follow the power. Yay, we earned the power. Alright. Tony, will do, Rob. Don't know where that extra B came from. It's all good. It's all good. King has ordered that you lay siege to Pike this round. His master of ships will place your orders for you during the planning phase, but it's up to you how to resolve them. Give me a raid, 2 marches, another march. Goal, defeat Lord Balon and Pike this round. Alright, let's assess the situation. So from our drone footage here, we see that in Pike, we have 2 footmen. They have a defensive order, giving them +1. They have a defensive garrison of 2 on Pike. And 1 ship in their port. So if we take this land over, we will get to place up to 1 ship of our own in their port. The problem is, we can't get into Pike until we take over Iron Man's Bay. Right, right. So, what the heck? So we'd obviously have to win a sea battle first. And then, but we gotta like march. We don't have anything. Oh, we do have something in the Bay of Ice. Okay, okay. We have to raid first, obviously. I'm just trying to think out the whole turn here. So we can march. So as long as we win this battle in the sea, we can then take a siege engine and whatnot from Winterfell. But we also could march that siege engine. Since we don't have an army of 3 yet in the bottom left here, we could get this siege engine and footmen to meet up in Flint's Finger and then march across Iron Man's Bay. But all relies on this sea battle. So remove an enemy, consolidate power, order, steal and a raid, all this stuff. So let's do this raid order. So we get rid of this consolidate power token because we are adjacent, thanks to this little like river going in here. Your men have their orders, sir, but they will need your expert guidance for where and when to march. Since you take Iron Man's Bay with your ships, you should be able to transport your siege engine and 2 knights to attack Pike. Alright, we got there. We're on the same page as Sir Roderick Cassel here has instructed us. So, first things first. We gotta get him here, right? What's this saying? You go in both. No, no. We want to... No, no. We have to, like... Oh, we are adjacent still because it's 1 ship, right? Yeah, yeah. We're still good. We're still good. We can do this one first. I don't think I've screwed up, but... From the march, sure. Must be the Stark influence. Yes, Tony. Alright. Iron Man's Bay combat. 2-2. Choose a combat card. Well, this is important. This like battle is like super important. Because the siege, I think we'll have enough rock in them. I think we go all out here. Like this has to happen, right? Greyjoy, I'm sure, have tricky cards in the water, but I don't know if... I don't know. We're just going all in. Let's just do it. Oh, he plays Asha. Just 1. It's like a tutorial letting us win or something. Oh, nice. Look at the ships. They're sinking. You sunk my battleship. Trying to get in there. Alright. Choose a march order resolve. So now we need to get these guys into here. We'll go through the water because it's adjacent, thanks to the Bay of Ice ship up there. And now we're going to march these guys. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where are you going? No, no, no. Come back, come back. Oh. How do I cancel? There we go. I didn't confirm. I wanted to go to here. Right, and confirm. My bad. We're getting used to that. Alright. Use a march order resolve. Let's take these guys. Go all in. And we're going to go across our sea bridge of boats here. They have 7 at pike. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the battle will be tough for us playing another player, but not necessarily. Sometimes players will just give up battles because they want to save their cards or save their units, or they have a nice place to retreat, and they sometimes want the retreats to happen to set up a future plan on a future round, right? So that's part of like next level strategy of the game. I find is like purposely losing battles or making it look like you're going to go all in on a battle or you care very much about it. Like verbally selling people on everything is key to the game. And you can get them to play a higher card, bring more units, all that kind of stuff. Trick them to think you're going to support and that kind of thing. And then you just let them win, and then you use those units to then on your turn go and crush them from an adjacent territory or go after something else you're more important or you're more interested in and stuff. Or just hold your card for another defense on a more important location. You never know. You like never know what they're gonna flip unless they're down to like their last couple cards or whatever. You have like kind of an idea, but want to spend 1 power? Sure, let's do whatever. 5, 8. They have 7. I'm sure it's gonna let me win, but we'll just play Rob Stark. Yeah, I think whatever card I play there, it's gonna play one that's below it. The base combat of your strength. Oh, what? Look at this Balon Greyjoy. The base combat strength of your opponent's house cards reduced to 0. So we'll add Pavilion Steel Blade. Okay, spicy. Spicy. I love it. I love it. I love the abilities on lower level cards that just like do the shadiest things from some of these factions. I love it. The expansion cards and that and whatnot. Greyjoy's fleet is yours. When you defeat an area with a port, you gain control of all ships in that area. That's optional. That's optional. You do not have to replace those ships. You might not even have any. Lord Balon has bent the knee to the king, and you will take his son Theon as Greyjoy as a ward to ensure the truce. Well done. The crown will be pleased. Awesome. So Velko's asking, have you had someone being generally mad at you about this board game? No, not really. No. But but feelings can get hurt for sure. Feelings can get hurt. Like we have had games where a player at the table early in the game will get aggressive, and they won't join in alliances with either of their neighbors, and they try to play themselves, or they backstab too early or something. And then you'll have 2 or 3 players turn around and really gang up on a player and like just wipe them out, like wipe them out almost completely. And sometimes it can be very sad when they're sitting there with just like 1 unit on an island or something, sitting there and like have nothing going on because that player came and didn't realize you can't just like win on your own without aligning or backstabbing people along the way. So some players try to put their head down, play solo, and sometimes that cannot work out. I highly recommend you have to align with at least one of your neighbors at the beginning of the game and kind of work together a little bit, or else you'll be attacked from both sides and you'll be in trouble, or maybe 3 sides even. But yeah, I've played with only friends and coworkers that I know and know my joking, goofy attitude. But when this game comes out, I get kind of serious, but I still have fun with it, goofing around. But I love just plotting and planning in my head of like what I'm really going to do and really help a player out. And then for that final castle, like whoever I'm working with, that last couple of rounds or at a certain point in the game, it's like, I don't care anymore. I'm gonna screw you over, and yeah, and you'll have players get a little frustrated that we're gonna win, but because I convinced somebody else at the table to not let them win and stuff, like I don't know, I don't know. There's players that secretly probably don't like playing with other players in our group and stuff because of that, but I don't think anyone hates each other or anything. But yeah. But feelings can be hurt for sure. You put 6 hours into something and you're competitive about it and you get lied to and that kind of thing. Yeah, sometimes people can take it a little too serious. The max number for the players, 6, yeah. Unless you have the latest Mother of Dragons expansion, you can go up to 8. I believe it's 8. Because it adds House Aaron and also adds the Targaryens. So the default factions in the game are the ones you see in this is like Martell, Stark, Tyrell, Baratheon, Greyjoy, Lannister. I think I got them all. 6 of them. And then there's even there's like a 4-player expansion came out called the Feast for Crows. You can play it 4-player. It was meant for tournament play actually. So it's pretty balanced. And that one doesn't need as much negotiating and stuff. You're just really going for points, trying to like basically do achievements in the game to try to earn points, depending on hidden order cards you have. It's a very unique way to play the game. Very interesting. I played in a tournament actually at Fantasy Flight Games headquarters when they were before that expansion came out. It was kind of fun to talk to the designers and stuff and play with some FFG employees when they were designing or releasing that expansion. But that's really fun. It takes only a couple hours, and everyone knows what they're doing. You could play it in like 90 minutes to 2 hours, the Feast for Crows expansion, 4 players. But I recommend only playing it with players who have played the game and know how it works, because it's meant to be like a, I don't know, you have to know locations on the map. You can't be too obvious, like kind of looking for things. You kind of have to know the map well, because you have like hidden orders that are like, take control of this region and that region, and then you kind of score points. But if people realize, if nobody understands the map layout, then you might not be paying attention and realize what people are trying to achieve. But yeah, the game's better. The more players you can have, the better it is. Definitely. If you can get the full 6 together, that's the way it is meant to be played. And there's an expansion for the game called the Dance with Dragons expansion, which takes the 6 factions. I think you need 6 players for that one. And it puts you at the state of the game in the Feast for Crows / Dance for Dragons books or whatever. And every spot on the map is basically filled with units. So normally when you play the game, it takes like 3 or 4 rounds to really get close to each other and start contesting over territories and actually start fighting. It's very calm, the early game in the base game. But the Dance for Dragons, basically you're right in people's faces. You're like literally first turn of the game, people are fighting and taking over territories. You have to. You kind of have to. You can't just sit there and be nice. And it only plays out in like 6-ish rounds instead of like the usual 10, so it's a little shorter. But it's really fun. Yeah, I played the Mother of Dragons. We played it with 7 players the year it came out, I believe. There's a live stream on the channel. We played it live, I believe. I believe that was live. Might have been recorded. We played it. There's like a, I don't know what, 7-hour or longer stream of us playing that on the channel. Search Rob's Gaming Table Mother of Dragons. Not the best quality. It's hard to get 7 people filmed, and I had less lights and less sound equipment back then, but yeah, it was fun. It was fun. But yeah, we played with it. An 8th player canceled, so we only had 7, but we were hoping to have 8. But last minute we lost that 8th player, but we still went ahead with it with 7. It was a blast. It's cool there's a game out there designed for max player count. Too often games bog down or fall apart at max. Yeah, this game, like, people will avoid it. You'll never see this game on like the Dice Tower really, because Tom Vassell, I've spoken with Tom Vassell actually in person about this game back at Gen Con in like 2013, I think, when I first met him. And he asked like, Rob, what's your favorite game? I said, Game of Thrones, a board game. He says, nah, it's too long and complex for me, or something like that, he said. I was like, well, that's why I love it. I love that you can like dedicate a day, everyone gets together, you get really invested in it. It's long, kind of like the Twilight Imperium. Why people love that game. It's like, feels like an event, not just a quick game. It's not a game, it's like an experience. Because you're putting so much time in it, you start taking it more seriously, which I like a lot. But But yeah, it's not the kind of game on the Dice Tower that really covers and that, because it takes so long. You don't get it to the table as often because of that. But it's like the fantasy game. It's like the fantasy. It's to fantasy board game players what Twilight Imperium is to sci-fi players, I think. That's how I would describe it. Which are both by the same like publisher / designer too, so it's kind of cool. Wish we could see you play Lord of the Rings with 5 players. Yeah, Jack, again, COVID, right? So we're trying to keep the player counts down. I'm lucky we even have 3 players playing, to be honest. It's hard to get that commitment week after week too by players, so I appreciate Kyle actually joining us consistently for that one. But yeah, I wish we could play that game at 5 players. And I do hope one time in the future to play it 5 player, whether on the stream or not. I want to experience that at higher player count. And even if we have to have like 4 players and control a 5th character, I want to see that game at a higher player count. But yeah. Mike says, I agreed, it's an experience. We do the themed food and metal mugs, etc. Awesome. Yeah, we like upgraded our swords and Iron Throne. We found like an Iron Throne ornament and Valerian Steel Blade letter opener, like from the HBO store or something. Also, Game of Thrones Raven that I found. Official license, like merchandise. We got to upgrade our tokens in the game and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I love this game. Love this game. Yeah, I've seen people like dress up as Game of Thrones characters as they play and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty fun. All right. So let's do the final tutorial part here. And we'll learn about wildling orders or defending against the wildlings up north, which is kind of cool. It's an aspect of the game where you have to kind of come together. So it's very thematic. Like you're all fighting amongst each other, but there's the looming threat in the north of, in this case, the wildlings. You know, because it's kind of early. But we learn later that maybe that's not so much the problem in the north. Winter is coming. A growing army of wildling barbarians threaten our lands in the north. Increase your power so you can help the Night's Watch repel the wildling attack when it comes. You can track the wildling strength above. They attack when their strength reaches 12 or a wildling attack card is drawn during the Westeros phase. So we got it up here on the right. They're at 2 out of 12. Okay. Choose an order to place. Oh, we got all our special orders now. We got them all. Look at those pretty glowing orders. All your orders are unlocked. So star orders or special orders offer additional abilities and bonuses, but are limited by your position on the King's Court track. Another reason why you don't want to be higher on that track. Or on that third, like, influence track or whatever. But again, is that more important to you than the fiefdoms track? Is that more important to you than the Iron Throne track? It's like, and what point in the game are we at when we're bidding? Because you start in position 2, you may assign 2 special orders per round. Assign your orders now and grow your kingdom and collect power to help defeat the wildling attack when it comes. Choose an order to place. Okay. I guess we're just consolidate power. I have to defend a wildling attack, control 3 castles. I have 2. What are we trying to do here? Oh, Kaelin's like wide open here. I don't know, do we just do like a cheeky march here? I feel like I want to march down here to support a battle down here at some point. Like, I don't think I care about the strength we use for it. Oh, I'm not sure. Did I confirm all my orders? That's all my places, right? Good way to see. I guess you just kind of look for your icons. It'd be nice if they were like highlighted, like your territories were like very obvious, like what you control, but I guess probably just back out. Yeah, we can just back out and see, right? Yeah, this is what I'm kind of looking for, like the gray of my 2 territories. Like I know it's obvious, like you can see, like, okay, I see White Harbor has a Stark logo. I'm looking for these yellow circles for neutral, kind of. Greyjoy, I can see, you know, the Kraken symbols all over the place. Oh, we got Lannister down here. Oh, Baratheon's on the map now. Martell. Awesome. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah, we see down here. Oh, no, I guess it's just Lannister, Greyjoy, Baratheon. Oh, those are all the neutrals down there, right? These are like neutral garrisons, not Martell, obviously. Because that is definitely not a Sunspear in there. Yeah, so this is when you play like lower player count, you put in these like neutral tokens. Not garrison. Are they just called neutral? I forget, but... Yeah, I just wouldn't be the one playing with the two characters. Yeah, Jack. I was thinking 4 players. Mel controls the second character, maybe. Not me, though. Maybe I would control 2 if I wasn't playing, like, on stream. But, like, sometimes playing on stream and, like, also trying to keep track of other players and making sure the rules are going, or a player that's kind of new, I have to teach them. That's another reason why playing, I don't like to control more than one character when I play. Just because I have other stuff going on. But even when I just play alone, learning a game solo too. I guess if I'm learning a game, I'd rather just control one character too, but... I'm not against the two-handed stuff, I just prefer not to. Do it. Let's get messy here. We have extra players. I like it. Those Lannisters marching from Lannisport. There's a march order to resolve. Well, we're gonna go down here. Okay, sure, we'll confirm it. You are adjacent to a neutral force. Here we go. Neutral forces are defeated by matching or exceeding their strength with your marching army. When facing a neutral force, you can't play a house card or use a Valyrian steel blade. Neutral forces can't be supported. Need 6 to take that over. Oh boy. March order to resolve. Oh, sorry, Jack, I missed. Rob, have you thought about replaying in Lord of the Rings Bones campaign using current expansion to see how the game plays with the expansion, since it's been over a year since you and Mel last played? I do think about doing that. I thought about doing that solo, playing the two-handed stuff on stream, just because I'd have more time to play, like, you know, play it throughout like a week where we just stream, like, I don't know, like 9 to 5 or something crazy. Or like do it over 2 weeks and do maybe a little bit shorter streams or whatever. But I do debate going through that again, trying different characters. Now that we have, like, maybe that's how I get my Gandalf fix in, actually. I was thinking about playing him in the next campaign, but we'll see. Yeah, I debate doing that for sure. I do want to go back and play. I'm not against that. In Mansion of Madness, I have no problem replaying some of those scenarios too and seeing how they mix up after you add expansion content in. Like that. Alright. So, yeah, let's just get Moat Kalen done. I mean, these jerk faces have a march order right here. So, like, they're gonna come in there if... Yeah, I should have probably not done that, but... Yeah. But we'll do it anyway. Close against. Okay, get in there. Not sure the arrow's kind of stuck there, but... Yeah, we'll keep it. How much power do I have? I have 5 power. We need to defend a wildling attack. Yeah, we'll be fine. Oh, I broke it. Bug report, bug report. I got a white arrow stuck in my game. Uh-oh. Review the cards in your opponent's hand by selecting their house banner. This can help you decide which house card you need to play to defeat them. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that looks nice. I'm not going to remember all these right now. My brain's kind of fried, but... let's see here. This from the expansion. Oh, okay. So K Marcus says, I played a bit of this, and 2 things I wish you could adjust are the battle animations and using the board game pieces rather than animated figures. That would not be bad, actually. Yeah, that's another thing that I find is, like, some people want the, like, as close to the board game as possible, right? But then there's that, like, fine balance of also making it kind of look like you want to draw in video game players to it, too. To some of these board game apps, so they have to make it kind of look a little flashy and a little more like a app or a board or like a video game, and use some of that, you know, graphic capabilities, right? Make it a little flashy and stuff. But the problem is, it's like some people want to see, like, I'm kind of like that. I want to see that, like, direct connection to the board game, like. But I think these are okay. You just gotta get used to it. Because again, in Game of Thrones, the board game, those Footman minis, and then the Knight minis, and even the Siege engines, like, I know from streaming it, up from above, they all look the same. Like, they're all the same. They're hard to tell apart. At least on here, you can kind of see those guys are, like, you know, spears, and you can see them on horses and stuff. But I don't think those would be as easy to tell apart. But maybe in the app they could do that, but. Yeah, Star Wars Rebellion, I would compare this to a lot as a longer game for only 2 players that you get really invested in. Same with War of the Ring. Those I would put on the same, like, kind of category. Long, epic, big rule set. You know, you get really invested because of the time commitment. And but those are only 2-player, obviously. But this, like, yeah, it's like a six-player version of those kind of games, like where it's like big and epic and large map, lots of dudes on the map, like fighting around, lots of strategy, and but not as much like asynchronous play though. Those games are like each side feels very different. In this, they do feel different based on the cards in their hand, but they're all trying to achieve the same thing. Okay, sorry. What am I doing? Choosing a combat card. How important is this combat? I don't know. One to nothing. Wait, there's nobody here. I thought I'm just like walking in. There's something going on here. Well, Greyjoy's attacking me, right? That's what's happening. Oh man, I'm not with it. So I'm on the defense, right? Yes. Defender right there. Wow. I don't know. Just kill him. Uh-oh. They beat me. Oh no. Get rid of that white arrow by backing up. Nope. It's stuck. Oh no. Choose a space to retreat. Oh, I fixed the arrow thing. I just click on that arrow. Most Baratheons marching from Shipbreaker Bay. You want to consolidate power or muster at Winterfell? I want to muster. 2 points. I don't know what I'm doing here. I want to take that castle. Just trade to a knight. And let's throw a ship in the sea. What was that? What's that? Oh, it just added to the advanced the Wildlings, right? And then you threw it away. Just the supply track, reconcile armies. Wildlings are moving toward the wall. Each time a Wildling icon is drawn in the Westeros phase, their forces increase by 2. When they reach 12, they will launch an attack that can only be stopped by bidding that much power. That's everyone bidding together, right? Well, now they want us to bid on the influence tracks. This time, we are going to bid on all 3 influence tracks. The first is the Iron Throne. Huh. Well, guys, we gotta save power to fend off the wildlings, okay? Don't forget about that, everybody. Don't spend all your power now. And then you secretly lie and spend all your power. I don't care about this track so much. Oh, going third. So Baratheon kept the Iron Throne. Everyone mid 0. So Baratheon decided the order, and I got third. House Baratheon now picks the winner in all ties outside of combat. Okay. Bid for your position on the fiefdoms track. I'll bid 1. Oh, they all bid 2. I'm last. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, Baratheon's rocking here with the tokens. What do they have left? They all have 3, or we all have 3. Oh, man. Each player's position on the King's Court track determines the number of special orders available to them during the planning phase. Player at the top of the track gains the Messenger Raven ability, and at the end of the planning phase, they choose between 2 actions. They can swap one of their orders on the map with one of their unassigned orders, or look at the next Wildling card and put it on the top or bottom of the deck so that you know what's coming. I like it, or maybe not know what's coming. Alright. Well, I like this track a lot. I'm going all in. Even though that leaves no power for keeping control of places. I'm going to do it, though. Only got second out of it, though. 30. Oh, no, wait, I'm Stark. I got first. I'm like sitting there like, wait a second. Yeah, yes. I got first. Thanks to Baratheon for being kind. Greyjoy also bid 3. But Baratheon decided I was less of a threat, maybe, that they're going to put me on the top, or they want to be my buddy. I don't know what it is. It's a tutorial. They're being nice. I don't know. House Stark now may replace an order, do all that stuff we were just talking about. Defense orders cannot be played during this planning phase. Oh. You are now playing with the full version of all 3 Westeros decks. Each deck has its own set of 10 cards. The third deck includes conditions that limit the available orders and a card that triggers an early wildling attack. That's cool. Back to the planning phase. Alright, what are we doing here? King Robert loves the Starks. That's true. That's true. Alright, what's the plan here? What's the plan? I need to control 1 more castle, and we need to defend a wildling attack, but like, I have a feeling one of the cards will come up and just trigger a wildling attack early, so it should be at a lower strength attack. But the problem is, I have no power left, Greyjoy has no power left, Lannister has 1, Baratheon has 2. So right now at 4 power, we're not defending that wildling attack. So we definitely need to consolidate some power. Don't know. Let's just put this one here. Let's put this one here. All we have. That it? That's all we own? We suck. Yeah, we lost our battle there. Yeah, these guys over here though. Let's do some raiding. What's the special one do again? Yes, defense orders are included, right? Yeah. Defense orders. One gives you plus their strength. Support. I feel like supporting myself and playing defensively here. Oh, we could also get power if we like raid, right? For it. Here we want to raid. Don't care about the special though. Maybe we do a special support here. Okay, so we got us a little protected. Maybe we can raid these guys if they drop a consolidate power like silly idiots on this one, but I doubt they will. Or do you think they would do it here? I feel like we do it on this side. We actually do the support. And over here, do the raid. But again, who knows what this tutorial will do. Alright, let's confirm those orders. Yeah. Okay, choose an option. Oh yeah, we can replace an order. Oh, show me your orders. So let's see, what do we got here? I knew it. I knew you jerk faces would do consolidate power on this side, not this side. Oh, they're going to try to raid my consolidate power? Use of a... Okay, so in that case, who goes first? Oh, I'm last, aren't I? How do we see? Oh no, I do go before them. Yes. So what we do is we swap this one, since we know they're not marching on me. We're going to swap. We probably should look at the Wildling deck, but I want to do what I want to do here. And we are going to raid. And we'll raid their raid, so they don't raid our consolidate power. Our list of enemies keeps growing. House Lannister and House Baratheon may help fight the Wildlings, but they certainly aren't our friends. You got that right. House Baratheon is selecting a raid order to resolve. Okay, so let's resolve this raid order and get rid of this one. Burn it up good. Well, they're raiding each other. Feeling some power. Yeah, if you raid a consolidate power token, you actually steal a power from the opponent, which is kind of cool. But again, that doesn't help our pool of fighting against the Wildlings when we're just trading power. Let's do this one. And we'll raid this right here. Yeah, there we got a power out of that. Do you want to consolidate power? Oh, what should we do here? Right now, the power count 3, 2, 1, and 2. I feel like mustering. Always rather muster than power, but we can throw another ship. Nope, that would create an arm. Oh yeah, we could. Could upgrade. Nope, these are both knights. We can make this our army of 3. Throwing in another knight. Then we go and wreck some face. Yeah, let's muster. Oh, siege engine. No, we're going knight. Hold the Iron Throne chooses one of the following. Everyone updates their supply, then reconciles armies, or everyone musters units, or this card has no effect. Oh, I see what they're doing. They're going to give us power here off Game of Thrones, so we're going to have tons of power for the Wildlings. But they are going up. They went up to 8. So maybe they're going to hit us with a Wildling attack of 12. But I'm sure the tutorial is built to kind of like help you along. So we'll just go with the flow. The Wildling forces are growing strong. It shouldn't be long before your power is needed by the Night's Watch. Yeah. Player collects 1 power for each power icon on areas he controls in each controlled port without an adjacent enemy ship. Sure, so they just gave us all a bunch of power-ish, kind of. Raid orders cannot be played during this planning phase. Okay. Go and wreck some face. Feel like we should. Go get Mo Kalen. Yep. So, we're going to march from here. We're going to support from here. Make sure this happens. Here, we're going to actually muster. And this guy is going to... They don't have a ship. They don't have a ship in the Sunset Sea, so I don't really have to worry about a battle up here yet. But no, they're not going to march on me, right? I don't think so. I could play support. Sure, we'll just play support on the ship. Whatever. Okay, so let's see what they're doing. So they got defense here. Yep, they know what's coming. Double defense here. We'll consolidate power here for some mustering. Yep. Okay, let's just look at the Wildling deck. Just check it out here. So Skin Changer Scout. The Wildling Victory. Lowest bidder discards all available power. Everyone else discards 2 available power. If that's if they win. So this is kind of cool when you do you go against the Wildlings to do the bidding. If you know what's there, you might not bid or bid high because you know what's going to happen. And sometimes when everyone just knows they're going to lose, sometimes people don't bid anything. So if you know, you kind of like want to bid more than others so you don't get hurt as bad. And if we win, the highest bidder, the power he bid on this attack is returned. Oh, see, knowing this, I know to throw all my power in so that we win and I get it all back. So that's the idea here. So I can put it on the top or the bottom. We're going to keep it on the top. Knowledge is power. There is one that does like nothing. I love when that one comes up. Everyone gets all antsy, and if there's like one player that knows nothing's going to happen, they like won't bid at all and stuff. Stalls here. Only jumped in just now. 1 player against 3 AI. We're still playing this tutorial. There is 3 scenarios you play through the tutorial. They kind of teach you each thing, a little bit each scenario, and then they let you off on your own to try to complete goals. But there are also challenges. There's a whole bunch of challenges I want to kind of like look at after this that you can play against the AI. And then there is also skirmishes where you can set up like a 6-player game against the AI. Again, I've not experienced any of that. This app literally came out a few hours ago. And we're just taking our first look, kind of dabbling through the tutorial today. But I don't know, maybe someone's in the chat can answer that question if they've played against the AI in like a normal game yet. But you also can play online against other players, and that's really what I'm most excited about, is the online aspect, where they actually have rankings, like an ELO ranking, for playing ranked games, I guess. Or you can play private games against friends and stuff. But we'll look at some of that in a bit. All right. Oh, and you can see, you can always peek at it, I guess. So even if you have a bad memory like me, you can kind of look because you've already peeked. That's cool. All right. So march order to resolve. Well, they're playing all defensive here, so like let's just go in. We don't have to worry about taking this over and them fighting us right back, right? And we got some support. Oh, I want to take this guy too. We leave a power behind and leave that open. You can't come in there, so like let's go. Probably shouldn't do this. Seven to 2. We're getting supported here. Support yourself or decline support. So every time there's a support token adjacent to a combat, you have to ask the owner of that token whether they want to support you or not. And then if they don't, the other player then gets to ask that player. And that player can decline support to both players. So another way you can find people's alliances or show their true cards or not. Maybe they help, maybe they don't. Like maybe they lied to you and said they're going to help you, and you start the fight, and then you ask for the support after the fight started, and then they decide to decline. Crazy things like that can happen. So I think I'll support myself. Seems like a good play. Choose a combat card. That's a defensive card. Kind of a defensive card. I don't know. Let's just play like a lower level card, I guess. I don't know, whatever. You may spend 2 power to discard Aaron Dampere to choose a different house card from your hand. Yeah, whatever. Get out. So I now have that objective again of controlling 3 castles. Oh, no problem, Stella. No problem. You want to consolidate power or muster at White Harbor? We want to consolidate. No, we want to muster there, I think. Although this Wildling attack business, we want to consolidate. Let's just try to get this tutorial done. I mean, we just have to defend them. I don't care about keeping all my power and all that, but... Oh, we get to recruit right now anyway. Awesome sauce. Opponents are mustering. Use an area to muster units. Go here. Let's put a ship in this sea. Let's... Okay. No footmen. All we can do is a ship in this sea. Feel like we just go with a knight. Yeah, I need to look over here. Here, let's throw that over here. Oops, you guys couldn't see that. Alright. Continue. Right, we get more power. All fun and games till dragons start flying around, yes. And that's cool with the Mother of Dragons expansion for this game, which I doubt is in this. I have a feeling that'll come later as DLC, assuming the base game sells well enough. That's how usually most board game adaptations work. But yeah, having Targaryen in the game and the dragons not being powerful and growing as the game goes on, and then they're flying around crushing people. I love it. I love it. I love it. Wildlings attack. Here it goes. Here it comes. I figured this would be forced eventually. Wildlings have attacked. The more power you contribute, the more likely we are to succeed. If the combined power contributed by each player equals or exceeds the wildling strength, they will be defeated. Their strength is 8 right now. If the wildlings win, players, especially the lowest bidder, will often receive a punishment determined by a wildling card. If wildlings are defeated, the highest bidder will receive a reward for their effort. Bid to defend against wildlings. So it's just like the same as on the tracks. You're just bidding a hidden amount of power. So you don't know how much players are going to do. You do know how much power they have total, though. So you can kind of like math it out. Like you can negotiate. And I love this point in the physical game where you're like asking around the table, like, are we going to win, guys? Like, how much power are you going to commit? How much power are you going to commit? And then you see people like trying to like lie and tell the truth and whatever. And the players that have peeked at the card and know what's coming up, it's funny, like trying to watch their reactions to see like, do they want to win? Are they lying to me? Like, because you can say what's on the card or completely lie about the card or just stay quiet, your choice. But you can never show the card to any other players at the table when you see it, which is kind of neat. But I love just making up what card it is, like just saying like, oh yeah, this is what's going to happen. And then everyone's like, is he lying? Or is he telling the truth? I don't know. So we're just going to go all in because this is a tutorial and we just don't care. And we won. But we definitely were not the highest bidder. So the Lannister player gets to keep all their power that they did. The North is safe thanks to your heroic efforts for now. Boom. We beat the tutorial. Scenario 3. We're champions. We're so good at this game. Tutorials are complete. Put your knowledge to the test in challenges. So I'm going to say no, but we'll still go look at those challenges. So we'll go back. We've done all the tutorial. Then you can go to challenges if you want as another option in this game, which I think is super cool that these exist. So this is another way for players who maybe don't want to play online or just want to kind of get better at the game or get used to the game. Or if you're really experienced, it's just something else to play in this awesome game that they've come up with here. So there's House Lannister, Tyrell, Baratheon, and Greyjoy. And it looks like they're kind of like little branching scenarios here, kind of, or like, not branching, but like a little storyline here you play through. So you got the Lion and the Wolf you have to play before, and you got to beat that, I guess, challenge before you can go on the Tides of Battle or the Battle of Blackwater. And then House Tyrell has a couple here. House Baratheon, you can play the Onion Knight, then assemble the fleet, then Death Marches. And then House Greyjoy, you can go from Coastal Assault to capture Winterfell. Kind of cool that this stuff exists. I want to play through this. I won't right now, but I just want to show that this exists in the game. So if you're looking at getting into this game and you're not really like versed in it that well, there's quite a bit you can play around with here before going online and playing against some hardcore players, I'm sure, which is kind of good. They took like the approach of a competitive game here, where it's like the real meat of the game is playing online against people. You can play regular games, friend games, quick play, whatever. And the fact that it shows you an ELO rating right here is like your online ranking, and people can look that up, I'm assuming. And this is how it pairs you against people, or based on your win and loss record. You can see how good you are compared to everyone at the game kind of thing. So that to me screams serious online competitive game. But obviously you can play it casual. And there are skirmishes here. You can play offline against AI, and you can do easy, hard, or vassal. You can even remove slots to have play at a lower player count. But yeah, you can just practice against the AI, playing the normal game. And you can even check this filthy Tides of Battle box here to add that element, that random element to the game, which is that deck of cards that you flip in battle, which I have no interest in ever playing with. And I do like the way that that's off by default, because that is an optional component to the base board game that adds randomness to it. But the huge appeal to Game of Thrones, the board game, that really got me to chase it down were two things. First, the theme, of course. And then the second was like the no random factor. There was like no dice. You were playing, you pretty much know everything you're going into. It's just what will your opponent do in a combat. But like there's no randomness. But you can add a little bit of randomness to it. And it has a similar to like the modifier deck from Gloomhaven. Or yeah, Gloomhaven's in there. Is what it's kind of like. But I just ignore it. Brian says, hello Rob, having fun? I know what a fan you are of Game of Thrones. Yeah, I like it so far, but I haven't even played a normal game yet. I haven't had the time today to get to it. I pretty much was busy today, but I was like, I'll jam a stream in here just to kind of play around in the game to let everyone know it's out and available. And to add me to your friends list if you have this game. That is key right here. Do I have buddies? Do I have new buddies? How do I know if I have new buddies? I guess they'd be right here. So yes, go here. If you're playing the game, click on the face or go to the online lobby. And if you're watching this later, do this. Search. And search for Rob's Gaming Table. All one word. You don't even have to type the whole thing, it looks like. You click on me and then add buddy. And then what we can do is create a friend game. And I can add friends. And we can have some people that want to play a learning kind of casual game. You can crush me, I'm sure. But it's a way to kind of get back into it and try this game out. But I want to do it when we have like a full suite of 6 players. That's the plan. I have no interest in playing this game with like 4 players. I know we can get more online. But we could jump into games here. I'm assuming, I'm not going to do it right now, but I think we can kind of peek, right? Yeah, so here we go. Here we go. Look, just to give you a taste of what's available online. So you can probably set your player count. Wait till people queue. Minimum karma, not sure what that means. Oh, I guess if people can rate you after a game to see if you're like a dick or not. And I think that's why my karma, these little dots under my name, I think that's related to your karma ranking. And I'm a 3 out of 5 by default, I guess. And you can play a ranked or unranked game. So eventually you can get competitive with this, obviously. And you can have a player clock. So you can play more of a real-time game, or I guess give them up to 2 days or more. The player clock determines the total of time you have to take actions during a game. When your player clock runs out, you're replaced by a bot. Oh, you just get booted from the game. Wow. But the game keeps going. Set a minimum rank required to join the game. Players rank up by performing well in online games. Oh, okay. You can pick the ranking. If you only want to play against the best of the best, you can choose that. That's kind of neat. Tides of Battle, off. Yep, that should always be off. Just kidding. House selection. Yep, you can do random, I guess, probably. Adds an element of unpredictability and deadliness to combat. No. Oh, another issue, another bug report here. On house selection, the little mouse over tip is the exact same in Tides of Battle, so it's incorrect. You can select a house and join the game. That's kind of neat. So Sakabra says, most online things like this give you a rep for disconnecting or leaving before games end. That's cool. Solart says, this board game kills friendships. It'll probably kill your karma too if you win often. Oh, man. Well, they have like a chat going here with like everybody who's online. So there's 26 players online right now, and you can chat it up in here before jumping into a game, which is kind of cool. Oh yeah, there's your ELO ranking set up right there, minimum karma. We can go up to 7 days you can give people to take their turns. So you can finish that game within like 5 years probably. That'd be kind of cool. All right. Or you can give them as low as an hour to make their turn. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. But that's not good for streaming. If I were to stream a game of this, I think an hour is too long. That would be like a 3-day straight stream, possibly, depending how quick people are. But yeah. I'm actually going to be right back. Stay tuned. All right. Oh, Tony's still there. Did Tony add me? Nope. Does anyone have this game in the chat right now that wants to test out adding me online here? Yeah. Do a search. Rob's Gaming Table, add buddy. Not that many players online though. Although the game did just come out today. Oh, you don't think that's you? Whoop. I should remove buddy? Okay, I'll remove buddy. Let's try add. Kanji is saying, whoops. Search, let's go search. Kanji. I'm assuming it's just Kanji now. Can't add. Yeah, this is being very buggy. It's like sometimes when I click on names, it'll bring up the buddy prompt, but sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's related to not being on like a Steam's friend list or something. Oh, did I bump my? Bump the green screen. All right. Top one is you. Okay. Yeah, it's not prompting me here. Let's close it. Let's see if we can get it to do it again. There it goes. Yeah, it's a little buggy. Like sometimes you have to close the window to get this to pop up. That's why I was having trouble earlier. I was like trying to ask people online, like, how the heck do you add people? Okay, so you've been added. Now you're my buddy, guy. And I don't know if this is really George. I'm assuming this is Mike because that's a little specific, but anyways. like I want to play a game, but I don't want to start now because it's gonna take forever. If everyone has like an hour between turns, like that's the one thing that I'm like kind of like, why is there no real time game? But like again with the rankings and if they rate you based on disconnecting, like I don't know. Yeah, there's no like real time. But maybe in the Friends game. Yeah, that's my, yeah, I would assume so. It's like very specific. Yeah. Game name, text, player clock. Yeah, so even in a Friends game, you can like just set the player count, obviously. And like we could start a game with just like the bots and stuff. Yeah, let's play a few rounds. I know Kanji, you're busy working and stuff and whatever. So like we don't have to continue it now, but we can kick off a game here. Same with Mike if you guys are busy. But I just want to kick off a game. So let's do that. So we'll add a player. Let's figure this out here. Curious. That work? Okay, let's add friend. Okay. Right. Let's add some medium AI. Medium AI. Medium AI. House selection. I'm assuming I don't need to, I don't know. First game. Password. Like I don't think I need a password because I didn't leave these open, right? It's kind of weird. I don't know. Let's just try it. I need to close this though. So I can create the game. Oh! Something's happening. Oh, Mike's got the start. I clicked house selection, didn't I? Oh, we got random. Okay, that's cool. So where am I? I got Baratheon. Oh man, I don't want Baratheon. I'm just kidding. Oh, I guess I'm starting. Choose an area to place an order. I don't know. Let's build up. And this, like, obviously this would be secret. You're playing people online. They don't see where you place your orders. I frankly don't care in this game, but obviously you could get very hardcore with this game competitively. And I definitely wouldn't be playing open on YouTube live streaming it. Ooh, go host Martel. Hey, wait a second, Kate. I'm just kidding. Yes, House Martel's my favorite house, so yeah, go Kanji. Wait a second. Alright. And we want to get like the good opening moves with Baratheon, but I know there's opening moves. I know someone will let me know in the comments later. Rob, you should have sent a march with this and done this, and boom, you take over, you know, King's Landing and like this by turn 2 and whatever. But well, that's okay. Let's go. March. I don't know what to do here, but I don't think you take over the reach head, but I mean, that could be a thing. Sure. Orders are confirmed. Oh, you guys already did your stuff? Unbowed and bent and broken, yes! Mike, place my order so I'm not influenced by watching you. Oh, you guys did it first. Yeah, I'm slow. I'm being slow on purpose. Because I'm trying to like visualize. I should do it this way though. I should go to this view. Is that easier? I don't know. It doesn't really show like your ships and your footmen. I wish in this view they showed the footmen like silhouettes and the ships and the your knights and stuff. But just showing like a strength values, maybe not the best view here. But you just gotta get used to this interface, I guess. Okay, choose march order to resolve. We'll just do this one. Go here with one ship. And Kanjay, we're obviously like, like we're not gonna be enemies, right? Like, I definitely want to work with you, since you're the one closest to being a threat to me right now. Let's see here. Confirm march. Yeah. So like on your guys' end, I'm assuming the app just gives you like the chance to do what you want, or no? It would probably wait till your turn, right? Because it would see. Yeah, you'd have to see what other players do before you make your choice. Yeah, never mind. I know some games like this, they'll let the players make the choice and then kind of like it sorts it out on the server end in order, but yeah, that was the computer that went, not a player. Brain fart. Brain fart. Oh yeah, let's just all team up on the AI. Humans versus computers. What's the Rob Gaming Table fam versus Skynet is what we'll call this. Greyjoy wins. Greyjoy's AI against Mike. No, against Lannister. Sorry, Lannister's AI also. Marching. House Lannister is marching from Stony Sept. Nicola asks, wait, how do you play a match in an hour or two? Even if he set player clock with a minimum 1 hour, that dude can wait 59 minutes for a move? No, I think it's you have 1 hour to complete your move. I think, Nicola, I think that's what that was. I can't check now, but maybe I can up here, I don't know. Rules, no. Game, no. Forfeit? What's that do? No, I'm just kidding. Strategic view. Oh, okay. Strategic view is what that's called. I didn't even notice these up here, really. Game stats. Ah, look at this. You can check your strongholds we all have, areas you control, your supply, and your throne. I guess the turn order. I guess your Iron Throne track. Oh. Clickety click. We found a little chat window here. Okay. History. Lannister used the Raven to see the top of the Wildling deck. Oh, okay, got a little history here. Alliance. Oh, hold on. You can request an alliance, request support, or warn of threat. Oh. What do we got here? You've sent an alliance request. Yeah, you sent an alliance request. Kanjay's accepted the alliance request. Rob's Gaming Table and Kanjay have made a secret pact. Yeah, real secret. I'm on YouTube streaming it. Damn it. Man, this is cool. Warn of threat. What do we do? Select region or player to warn about. Let's see. We want to warn about dirty old Greyjoys. Shade warns about Kanjay. Good thing he'll never know anything about this secret little chat we have. Man, that's kind of cool they added that in. I was worried there'd be like it's literally blind playing, but it's cool they have those little interactions even when playing people online. I'm sure people can warn you about other players, and maybe if you're not paying attention, they can kind of like let you know. But they might be lying to you, which is kind of cool. Yeah, because it's kind of hard to do in like blind online play, but we want to muster. And we want to muster. Feel like siege. Yeah, let's go. All right. Recruit new units in strongholds and castles. Oh, right after I just recruited. That's okay. Players may request support, warn of threats. Oh, here it goes. Now it's teaching me about these buttons I just found on my own. And make alliances using the highlighted buttons above. Use of this system is optional, and all agreements are not binding. Non-binding. All right, let's do the recruiting. We're gonna do a ship, and we're going to upgrade a knight to a knight. Mel, I honestly want to get you a copy of this game so you can play along while you're not working, obviously. While you're not working, obviously. But yeah. All right. Opponents are mustering units. I'm like, you guys don't understand. Like, this is like my favorite board game of all time. At least it was the last time I made a favorite board game of all time list. But like Game of Thrones board game, like a deep passion for this game. Been a while, but like the fact that like it's just hitting me now that we finally have a version where I can play against friends that I haven't seen in a long time, or because of COVID I can't connect with. I am super excited to have a game with some of our original players who I haven't seen in a while, or even some of the players we've been playing with recently separated because of COVID, trying to keep numbers down. But we can start up a Discord chat or a video call or whatever and sit down and play a game of this, or even not, just play a casual game whenever, you know, give like a 1 day or, you know, 7-hour time between turns or something for players to respond. But just to have a bunch of games on the go. I love doing that with Star Realms, the Star Realms app. Having a bunch of games on the go, and this can do that, which is kind of cool. I'm excited. Even though a game might take weeks to finish versus a Star Realms game, which could take a couple of days at most, really. Yeah, I'm super excited. Like this, I think you can achieve with this. I like the little system here, the chat window even. Could be kind of fun, even if players can't get on a Discord. You know, you're not playing a real-time game. The fact you can drop chat and trash talk each other in here and have a secret little pact thing going between players, I think is really cool. No worries, Kanjay, no worries. We're not finishing this game right now or anything. I just want to see kind of the game flow, but so we're bidding on the 3 influence tracks. Well, I'll just get our stuff in. Yeah, don't worry if you guys can't continue your turns right now. We don't need to play real time right now. That's not why I started. I just want to start the game even if we only took a couple turns. Totally cool. But again, if anyone wants to play, I'll start another game on the side later. And we can take a nice, casual, slow approach to the game. And put like, you know, whatever time limit you guys want. Or invite me to a game if you can. If anyone wants to add me to their friends list or whatever and invite me to one of their games, I'll play when I have time between, you know, streams and stuff. Too. I'm super excited to play this game. Hopefully it's not riddled with game-breaking bugs. You find out after you play, you know, for 5 or 6 days and then you can't continue the game because something broke in the middle of it. But they'll figure that stuff out if there are bugs. Because now it's out in the wild, right? Hopefully they tested it a lot, but you never know once everyone gets a hold of the game on all different computer systems and stuff. Bidding on live stream. I wonder if I'm gonna lose some of these. That's okay. That's okay. Oops, no. Yeah, whatever. Oh yeah, I have the Iron Throne, right? Oh, I should have bid. Bidding 2. That's fine. I'm obviously putting myself up here. Oh no, sorry. Oh, I am at the top already. Of these two, I am aligned with Martel, so I probably should put them higher. I don't want to upset Kanjay or anything, so showing my faith here. You know, oh wait, I have a notification up here. Shade warns about Rob's gaming too. Oh, this dirty guy. Come on. Oh. LOL. All bots must die. I'm already upset with Rob. Oh no! I will never betray any of you. Whoops. Anyways, all right. Drag host symbols to break ties. Yeah, we gotta finish this. Greyjoy and Tyrell are bots, right? Who's more of a problem? I'll stick Greyjoy above Tyrell. Tyrell a little on my borders, a little close right now. We want Greyjoy to be a little higher. Not that they'll really be fighting Tyrells right now, but Greyjoy could come down the seas if they control the seas and kind of hit. That's a play I like to do as Greyjoy, is kind of come down and deal Tyrell, hit him from behind while they're worried about the Martells and the Baratheons or the Lannisters. I like to sneak down there. Even a Stark sometimes you can do that. All right. We're done. We're done with that. Oh. Well, Mike now has the Iron Throne. Now I gotta kiss his boots to try to break ties my way. It's gonna be annoying. I hate sucking up. But I'll put on a smiley face and I'll try to be nice. Jack says, Rob, you guys can have a secret alliance. Just don't tell the AI. LOL. Yeah, I know. The AI's got the advantage. They see all the code. No, this is good. So, oh, we're still bidding. Sorry, we're bidding. I'm being dumb. Okay. I mean, yeah, that didn't really get me anywhere. We'll see right now where Mike's allegiances lie, because he has to choose. Sanjay, Mike, and myself all bid 1, so we'll see how he places us here. And he could actually put himself lower if he wanted to show faith to people he's aligned with, or he can switch. You know, he's got to show who he favors more, the Baratheons or the Martells. We all know who he's going to put in above, right? Right, Mike? Right? The saying goes, right? The East remembers, right? That's the saying, right? The Baratheons remember. That's right, right? I'll never forget. Never forget. But yeah. You're welcome. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, sorry. I didn't click to continue. Sorry. I didn't click to continue. Ah, there we go. All right. Sanjay's on a work call, though, right? He'll never know what just happened. Need like a button to like blur out half my screen if we were playing serious. If I'm gonna stream this in the future, a serious game, I definitely have to have a button where I can blur out, like, or black out the screen for a sec while I bid and stuff. And mute, right? Because you'd hear me clicking, adding clicks to like which. Oh, I guess you wouldn't know which direction I was going in. Winter is coming, and it may be when this game ends. Is the Baratheon never remember? Because they're always wasted. You may be right. Alright. Ah, there we go. I went a little too high there. I didn't even look at what everyone had left for power to know even what to bid there. I'm being dumb. I gotta get used to the interface, right? And get back into the game and really think about that kind of stuff. I'll be playing a bunch of practice games before I take this game super serious, but I am looking forward at some point playing online competitively against some other players. The holder of Valyrian Steel Blade chooses one of the following conditions for this planning phase. Defense orders cannot be played, march orders +1 cannot be played, or no restrictions. So it looks like it's the holder of Valyrian Steel Blade. Can we see that? We see a Toast Lannister. That's cool. Alright. Choose an area to place an order. What's in the sea over here? Oh yeah, you do have ships over here. I see, I see. Alright, so let's do... Well, for sure. We can't do March +1s, that's fine. Here we can support... You can't support against neutral forces, right? I don't think that's a thing. Or was it? Can't remember. We'll find out, I guess. Whatever. Here we want to play a defense +2, just in case. I don't know. I really don't know what to do here. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Let's see if we should do some change ups. Okay, so Kanji played a defense +1 on his ship out here in East Summer Sea. So, but does he have Tyrell? No, he has no one on the other side. Oh, I see how it is. You thought I would come and attack you? I see how it is. I see how it is. You don't trust me? Okay, little Ray token here. What else are my neighbors doing? Oh, we got a March +0 here. Filthy Tyrell scum. Okay. Who goes in what order? Tyrell are last on the track, right? That's what that tells me. Or I can see it here, right? Yeah, Tyrell go last. So I can't change that march order. Like I can't get rid of it or anything. But I can support myself from the sea just to protect myself defensively. And also, if I go in and try to take over King's Landing first, that might help. Why can't I get rid of... Okay, there we go. Down arrow there, I see. Let's replace this token. I just threw a defense there, and I don't know why I did that. I should have really done a support. Yeah, why did I do that? Can't have the Raven token, though, so I can do weird things like that, I guess. Yep. Sanjay's resolving a raid order, but he has nobody to hit with the order here, right? Yeah, it's nothing to do. He just discards it without use. That's fine. The cool part is you can discard any token without using it on your turn. So you can like kind of threaten something, but then based on discussion after seeing orders, you can like back off and stuff. It's kind of neat. Oh, got a battle. Mike's taking on the Greyjoys. Nicola, you're not bothering. It's all good. Sorry to bother. Just to be precise, so there's a mode, a live mode, in which you can play faster, and the whole game may end in, let's say, 2 hours. No, I don't think there's a real-time mode. The lowest it would let you set it is 1 hour, but I don't think it's... Is it a play clock? Oh, it is a play clock. So if I take too long on my turns? Yeah, sorry, it is a play clock. Yeah, because look, I have 43 minutes left. I misunderstood that. How do I don't know. Yeah, I think it... Sorry, Nicola, yeah, I think you're right. So I have an hour fully on my turns total throughout the whole game. And see, as I delay here, like I've wasted a whole bunch of that time because I'm like talking on live stream and stuff, right? But yeah, you can set it so it's an hour to complete for each player. So each player has 1 hour to do all their decisions the whole game. So this is as close to real time as you get. Yeah, I think we're good. I think I understand it now. So obviously, if you were not trying to rush your friends or rush the players online, you'd set it to like 2 days for the game to take total, right? So everyone has like lots of time on their end. Yeah, I misunderstood it too. So we may not finish this game, and it might just corrupt and kick people out as bots and stuff. That's fine. We're just getting a taste of it here. It's all good. So I misunderstood when I set the game, and I don't think you can change it once it's set. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you can change it. But that's okay. Yeah, see, now I have only 42 minutes left to make decisions, period, in the whole game. I thought it was for each turn, but it's not. So it's like a chess clock, right? Like you slap your clock every time you're done your turn. Yeah, sorry guys. I shouldn't have done that for this game, but that's okay. That's okay. All right. So let's just march in here. We want to march in with... Let's take everybody. Let's take everybody. Leave my homeland kind of exposed a little bit, but... Now it's taking over King's Landing here. Oh yeah, supports do count. I thought so. You just don't play house cards, but... Yeah, I thought it said you couldn't support yourself earlier, but I could be wrong. Oh, they're going after Martel, these dirty Tyrells. I scared them away, I guess. With all my defense. Yeah, we're just dabbling here to kind of see the interfaces and stuff on this stream. It's just a first look. We're not doing full serious playthroughs or anything like that. I just want to kind of show off the app and try it out myself. So we're all learning here. We're all learning. I'm glad we can answer some questions. That's good. And Sirhan says, oh yeah. Okay, sorry Sirhan. Yeah, I didn't read your message either. Sorry. I'm like getting into it here. So it says, Sirhan says, is it me or does that clock in Rob's fit? Yeah, see, I didn't even notice that clock down there until now. Was there a mode, live mode, in which you can play faster and the whole game may end in, let's say, 2 hours? Yes. So if you played, so right now the longest the game can take, because the lowest you can put it as a 1 hour timer, and if we're playing at, we have 3 human players, so the game will technically be done in max 3 hours or less. But it says as players' time runs out, they're kicked out of the game and a bot takes over for them. So the game could technically be endless, but I assume if everyone's booted by that point and the game is just full of bots, the game just ends, right? Like I don't think it would just, I don't think you would see it just play out with all bots at the end, but I guess that's what happens. I don't know. Oh, Kanji can't choose a card. You just gotta drag a card up. Yeah, you have to like select the card and pull it out of your hand. At least that's what it was showing us during the tutorial. But it could be broken. It's day 1 of public release. Nothing ever goes smooth when you throw a game out into the public first day. Especially an online one. And there was no beta that I knew of that they usually do for this kind of online stuff in video games. There are no cards. That's okay. We don't have to finish. It's all good, even if it's broken. Oh no. Is this a rod? It's a job. That's okay. Ignore a player. Oh, if they're being a jerk, you can ignore them. Yeah, we're playing with Kanji and Mike, Mike Shade. But Kanji's run into a bug where you can't pick a card right now, I think. We're just trying it out, but I accidentally put everyone at like a 1 hour chess timer. I thought it was like a 1 hour for each turn, not a 1 hour total for all your turns. Yeah, it won't let you select. No worries, no worries. So we could just end it. We're going to end the stream soon anyway. It's fine. So, I just save and exit. Maybe save and exit and come back in. Maybe Kanji, see if that works. Oh, it says it's my turn. It's not my turn. But it remembered exactly where we were, so this is kind of good. You can leave. And yeah, if you want to see the rules, they're all in here, which is nice. It doesn't just link you to a PDF, which I like. You can be like, what you want to read about mustering? Right there. Oh, I hear action happening. Did you have to leave the app and come back in? Oh, you played the Red Viper. Serious business. That worked. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, if you reach a bug, exit the game and come back in. Or reboot 3 times. That also works usually. That's sweet. All right, we fixed it. Yeah, this is cool. So if I exit, even exit, has anyone added me to their friends list yet? I got no new buddies. Come on, buddies. 20 people online. So again, for those joining us, Asmodee.net account. If you played any Asmodee digital games or used the Keyforge Master Vault, it's that account. Go to Asmodee.net, set your username there, set your account there, and that will help get you an account in this game. And you can search for people via their Asmodee.net user account, and then add them to your buddies list, and you can add them to games and whatnot on here. But there are people, I've seen new games pop up throughout the day constantly. New games keep popping up and people starting games. Even though it's not a lot of players online right now, it's like, it seems like games keep getting created. Oh, right here we can check. So the player clock determines the total time you have to take actions during a game. When your play clock runs out, you are replaced by a bot. There you go. There as it is. So I read that before and did not click. Did not click. I thought it was 1 hour for your whole turn. Oh, look. House Lannister and House Tyrell made a secret pact, it said. Those filthy AI opponents. Reconcile armies. Nothing happens. Wildling track goes up. And the Wildlings attack. They're only coming at us for 4. I don't know what's going to happen, but I feel like I should bid. We win with 13? Oh my god. Highest bidder may muster forces in any one castle or stronghold area he controls. I shouldn't have bid anything there. Wow. That's crazy. Nicholas says, us 6 friends often play this board game and we need between 2 and 3 hours for the game. Yeah, if you play this a lot, it doesn't take as long if you know what you're doing. I think it takes too much time for the digital game, so I will wait for the purchase to see the reviews. Yeah, no, wait, for sure. Yeah, definitely wait to see how the game pans out, right? Especially those who've played online. Like, I don't want to make a full recommendation right until I've played it, like, fully online. Like, obviously we're playing an online game right here with bots, but, like, playing against randoms, is that still fun? I don't know. But it's up to you. You don't have to, right? You can just use this to play online with friends who you haven't seen in a while or moved away, or, you know, your gaming group doesn't want to get together because there's a virus plaguing the world. There's that option, too. All right. Let's see here. I should have left one guy behind at Dragonstone. That was super dumb. But we can get a guy back there. marching. Gonna do some. Going to have it all. Is that it? Sure. See what's up. Let's see what's up. You sneaky guys. See what's happening nearby here. Defense +2 now in the East Summer Sea. What's up north here? Oh, hey, what's this? What's this raid token here? Thought we were friends. Okay, it's not the raid star, so we're good there. It's no one's attacking. Although, what's this guy doing? Defense? Yep, we got a raid here to take that away. Oh, could steal this consolidate power. Let's see, Tyrells have a march here though. So they could march right in after and take me out if I act too quickly. What to do? What to do? Do I just add support here instead? Probably. I could raid to take away the defense, which is nice, but then that doesn't help me defensively once I take this over. So I feel like this should become a raid or a support, but and then also like to not raid Kanji here. That would like show that, you know, we're in a secret pact. I don't want to screw him over completely yet, but if I didn't have the Raven, I would play dumb and be like, oh, I gotta hit something, you know. But like I played the special order one, so I could hit the defensive token. Kanji's going after the Tyrells. Yeah, famous last words. Actions speak louder than words, Kanji. We'll see. Just kidding. Mel, you may have lost Rob for the foreseeable future. Yeah, I may or may not be eating dinner tonight, seeing if this game keeps going. No, I'm just kidding. The problem is I put the 1 hour timer and I can't change it. I wish I could make this longer so we could like pick this up over multiple days. We'll just start another game after, I think. Yeah. But this is awesome. River Run combat. Oh, Lannisters are fighting the Greyjoys here. What was that? Like hovered over something there. It showed me a table. I like the reminders here though. Like you can hover over ports and it reminds you the rules about ports and stuff. Look at this. A mountain card ripping through with 3 swords. Holy. Yeah, so here's the problem. Do I have to do this march order first? And I wanted to send one guy. I should have switched this to a march and sent this guy back. Or I should have switched this to consolidate power. I want to send a guy back to Dragonstone, but I screwed up. So, and I don't have a power anymore to leave King's Landing protected, so maybe I don't go after the Reach right now, although I wanted to. Kanji says he's going after Tyrell, yet I don't see any march orders on his front line, so I feel he's a lying, filthy, filthy liar. Maybe I leave the Tyrells with the Reach, although the problem is they'll muster there. But I'm scared of losing my siege engine, but I also want to use it. But then they have this crazy force right here that and a March +1 ready to go. Where is that going? That will go into the Reach if I might just let them go into the Reach for now. Yeah, I really messed up there. Yeah, let's spread these guys out. I want to be able to muster in King's Landing either way. So I think I kind of send this guy over here. Send the guy to Cracklaw Point, maybe? Or Cracklaw Point? But these guys are marching too. But I can make it not easy for them. Wait, where is this march order? What do they got on these guys? Nothing, right? This is here? Yeah, this march order is here on Harrenhal. Yeah, let's go here. This is silly. Super silly. Yeah, that's so bad. But I'm gonna just do this. We're not finishing this game for sure, but need to get resources up to March. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you don't want to always just attack right away. That makes sense. You also want to have power tokens to leave behind as you take over other lands. And oh, Greyjoy's expanding in the water. Surprise, surprise. Oh, Tyrell's pulling back ships. And Winterfell is mustering. Yeah, I think it's a pretty slick presentation. This seems very smooth. Everything's kind of flowing. Holder of the Messenger Raven. That's me. That's me. Everyone bids on the 3 influence tracks, or everyone collects. Now, I wish there was a quick way, because usually I go around the table and go, how much power will you get? And I can see. I know this way I can kind of look around, but it's a little tough. So I just look for all these crowns. So Lannister will get a whole bunch. Greyjoy would get some. 1, 2. Greyjoy would get 2? I just forget if you also get it for the ports. I think so, right? Stark only gets 1. Oh, see, I have King's Landing. See, this is the power play, right? And Kingswood and Dragonstone. Yeah. Let's just collect power. Defense orders cannot be played during the planning phase. Alright. I have 4 power now. Greyjoy's sitting at 10. And Anjay, aka Martell's at 8 power. Woo! Use an area to place an order. Alright. We are going here with this. Here, we're not ready to start any fights. I made alliances on both sides like an idiot, kind of. Not really, but I mean, I could at some point do some stabbing. But we can't play defense orders anyway. So, if that's the case, is now the time I attack? Start hitting some ships? Probably not. No, you know what I do? No. Let's support. Support. Here we want to... You can't defend. This is crazy. Yeah, I kind of messed up. Spread out too thin. Let's just get crazy with it. Let's try. They're going to raid that for sure, but... We also have the Raven token, right? So we can play some games. What are you guys doing? What are you doing? Let's see. Oh no, it's gonna raid my support, I think. Or Tyrell's over here with the support. Yeah, I guess you could raid them. If oh yeah, that kind of makes sense if you're marching in. But don't see any forces adjacent there, so we'll see. But oh, we got a march order on the Reach. I could support you, Kanjay, if you're going in that direction. Hopefully they're not marching in on my siege engine at King's Landing. Oh, man. Let's see. Got to consolidate power here. I could switch this out to be a raid for fun. Slow them down on power gain. Yeah, let's do that. Oh wait, let's see what's going on in the north. Let's support. Okay. We're gonna switch this one. Be a raid. Oh, you got rid of that one. Right here. I'm adjacent, right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, stole your power. West Summer Sea Raid? I thought so, I thought so. Good cover. It's hard not seeing it all. I need to zoom out more, I think, but... This is fun. This is fun. Use a host to support or to decline help. Down with Skynet. Down with Skynet. Is the card thing working this time, Kanjay, or is it bugged out to you every single time? I'm curious. Oh, looked like that was okay. Or did you have to exit and come back in again? Yes, victory with Obara Sand. And Snake. Oh no, it wasn't a victory, was it? Why did you retreat? Oh, they won. Oh, I'm sorry. I misread that. I misread that. I'm tired. I don't know what I'm doing. Next, going after the Greyjoys. Be strong force. If you're not being supported, this gains 2. Oh, defense from the kill. Not. Nope. Yep, defense from the kill. 1 sword blocked by a garrison here. What do we see? Well, House Tyrell, 4 castles and strongholds. Stark, tied for the lead. Let Starfall. They took Starfall, huh? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Tyrells are the threat right now. Gotta knock them down a peg. And destroy one of your opponent's attacking or defending footmen. Oh! And then they win because... Why? Oh, from the fiefdom tiebreaker. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Oh, they're coming after you again. They're just going to knock out a unit. Oh, the Tyrells are destroying you here. Oh, no. I have to support you, though. I got it. Tyrells are... Man. Martell has some good, like, losing cards. Like, you want to lose sometimes to, like, really mess with your opponent. Dapper, it's like, working fine. There's a few, like, bugs and stuff, but it's nothing serious. Like, we figured it out. But, yeah, it's pretty smooth. It's good adaptation of the board game. Like, I don't know. It's neat. Uh-oh. You were defending this card gains. If you're attacking this gains this. Another victory. So Kanjay is too low. Martel is too low on the fiefdom track here. If he was just a little higher and bid a little more on that fiefdom track, this turn would have been going a lot different for him, for sure. Yeah, I'll support you. My little one lonely unit. Sorry I'm not helping enough. Dark Star. Yes, there we go. We got a Martel victory finally. Oh no. But really, I think you lost still more that turn, even outside the battles. Okay, sorry. Sure. Let's resolve this. And here we want to muster. We're gonna muster Knight. What is Mr. Shade going to do here? Throne Ablaze. Holder of the Iron Throne chooses one of the following. Everyone updates their supply, then reconciles armies, or everyone musters units, or this card has no effect. And he's probably looking over the board right now to see how he benefits versus the allies. I'm a little worried about mustering because of Tyrell, actually, as I was gonna kind of try to influence there. Let's see. Kind of see. If we look at this, like basically the people with the higher strongholds. But then again, Westeros is tied, or sorry, House Stark, sorry, is tied with Tyrell for castles and strongholds. I just don't know. The problem here, it's kind of grouping them together, but like strongholds give you more points, right? So it's like who actually has the most mustering points. Had to exit back in. Oh, another bug. Kanji doesn't understand the cards. Kanji, you were playing my favorite faction in this game, in the first edition of the LCG, in the story, they're my favorite faction. Yeah, they are all about losing to win. So like, you want to like kind of lose some battles, and you're kind of plotting the long game to strike back. Is how I kind of treat them. I could be wrong, it's been a while, but I think that's what you kind of want to do. You're not the aggressive, like, Tyrell's the aggressive, like, push forward, fight aggressively, but you're meant to kind of, like, lay traps for them. So you have to kind of play a little kind of backwards, sort of. So it's a little weird. Like, you'll look at your cards and be like, what? These cards don't really, like, you know, you kind of have to be tricky. And I don't usually give Martel to the newer players. I usually, like, I play them usually so that I'm, like, playing the more... Like, you kind of gonna know the game well, in my opinion. I could be wrong on that, but Tyrell are pretty straightforward. They're just like take over as much as possible. Lannisters kind of like that too. Starks I find are a little hard to play. There's like they're kind of like stuck in the top, and they kind of have to like spread out via sea, or they kind of get trapped up there, or they have to take on the Greyjoys or expand into the Eyrie. I think is what the Starks kind of need to take over this area, or they're kind of like stuck. So we're gonna muster. Oh, we're mustering. Okay, let's go here. I think we'll do a footman. Hold on, we want to muster here first, actually. So let's muster a knight here. Let's muster a ship. And then here, we're gonna muster another Am I allowed to have another ship? Oh, I can do it in the port, right? Yeah. Yeah, let's put it in the port. Can't really do much else, right? So skip the rest, unfortunately. Probably a better way I could have done that there, but... Kanji, once you play down to your last card and your hand's empty, I believe it is, you get to pick your whole hand back up. But there is like certain factions that, like the Starks, have a card they can play to get their cards back in combat and stuff like that. So you have to be very, like, there's a huge strategy on when to play your cards. You have to really evaluate every combat. Like, do you want to put your best card in right now, or do you just want to play like a lower end one to purposely lose but maybe get some cool ability, or is there an ability on the card that might help you actually win? And you got to think over like the next couple turns, like when will you need those big numbered cards or not? Or there's also the strategy, and I've used before in playing the game, where you just want to play through your cards faster than your opponents. So you purposely start combats you want to lose. You even tell your alliance member, I'm just attacking you right now to burn through a card. You can win. Don't worry, I'm going to lose. And, you know, I'm just coming in. I'll retreat back to the spot I came from just to burn through my cards to get them back into hand. So sometimes you can get your 4s and your 3s back to your hand quicker than your opponent if you're just initiating more combats, even if you're not winning them kind of idea. So there's like a strategy to cycling through your cards quicker. Or slower. But when opponents are attacking you, you're forced to play cards, right? So you're forced to use up cards, so you have to decide which battles you want to win, which ones you're going to lose. War orders cannot be played during this playing phase. Interesting. Now that Tyrell can't support themselves with this nice spread out army, they only can place so many defensive orders. I feel like it's time. To poke at them a little bit. But I might have to deal with Lannisters, actually. And leave the Martells to fight it out with the Tyrells. But Tyrells are in the lead still, right? Yeah. But I mean, that could switch very quickly with the Lannisters hitting Crack Claw point up here. Okay, so that's the case. So we can't support. We're not adjacent to raiding anybody. It's like, unfortunately, okay, here's what we do. Go here and raid. So that way we can spread our armies out a little bit. Okay, we're definitely... No. We don't want to do that. We want to defend ×2. You can be cheeky with it. Here we want to... Here we want to... Not adjacent, but I say we still... And here I want to... I always want to play that Consolidate Power special one. I just don't know if I can afford that this turn. But I still have the Raven token, right? So, yeah. Choose an area to place an order. Did I miss one? Oh, right here. Sorry, guys. We want to leave, I think, a defense here in case we want to switch. So you got to be careful. I think I'll just waste a raid on this one, so that we have spare stuff. But oh, the port too. You can play these on the port, right? And still get the power from them, or not? I can't remember. Whatever, we'll just throw that there for now. Let's see what happens. Oh, sorry, Conche wasn't reading the chat. Yeah, playing Stark is tough. They're like the worst. Like, I feel bad when a player gets them that doesn't really know the strategy of like, you need to like get out of the north quick, or you can kind of build up a little bit up there, but you have to spread quickly. Like you should have Carhold and Castle Black already, even if you just brought a guy up there, kind of slap down a token to like have it under your control, or like, you know, getting some power consolidated off of them, and or march down here and take over like the Eyrie, or get down in this area to the right, I find, or take over the Greyjoys early. But either way, you got to get out of Winterfell and start like pushing. But yeah, don't just stay up in the north. There's not enough, and it's thematic, not enough resources up there, right? you'll just shrivel and die up there, and eventually people will, you won't be able to spread out enough to get enough castles. Let's see here. Okay, we got a raid here, but it's not a special. That's fine. So they're playing defensively at Harrenhal. But no. Oh, there is a raid right here. So if I did put a consolidate, okay, that's fine. I see what's up. All right. So here we got a march on the reach. Can't support. Yeah, this is so bad. So bad. What do I do? So they could. They're not like marching in succession to like, do a, I don't know what you call it, like march some guys to this area then march in. So the most they actually have a march -1, and no one's going to support them. So like I feel like I don't have to worry. I don't think they'll go after Kanji here. He's got extra defense, and he could march into position. And I'm taking way too long on my turn, I know, but we're just discussing stuff. So Martel go first. So Martel totally can mess with them a bit first, but not really there though. I'm trying to think, do I switch out? They might just come in and attack here. But this raid is pointless, right? So this is what I'm trying to get at here, is probably switching up this raid. Could march in on them. Do I go before Tyrell? Yes. Yes. So here's what I do. Let's get crazy with it. Let's change this one up. Use the siege engine before I lose it. And we'll try to march into the reach. Yep. No raid. Hey, General. So gangsta. Have another raid? Oh, I do have a raid. But nobody to raid. Yeah, I wanted to switch that one, but I think the better game move is to nip the Tyrells a little bit, weaken them. I don't know my cards well enough, but do I have anything? Could bring in the Tarts, maybe try to kill one. Or Melisandre. Dark's resolving a march order. What's Mike up to? Where has he got his marches? Might march in White Harbor. Oh, or in the port. Oh, it's going to Winterfell. Back. And not using it? Didn't you have marched down to like the fingers or something there, Mike? What are you up to? What was that all about? Or did you just misclick like I would do? Oh, not enough barrels. But there's nobody here, like, couldn't you just... Oh, you were trying to move to Winterfell, but you can't make the army of 2 there, right? But what I'm saying is, why don't you just leave a power token in White Harbor, come down to, like, the fingers, and take that barrel? Like, I think you need to take this barrel over, or the Mountains of the Moon, because you don't have enough supply up there is what's choking you, right? So maybe spread out a little bit. Only have one because... Only have one because of the supply, yeah. But then we need to recalculate supply for you too, which that may take forever. Or may happen in this turn, who knows, or next turn. Use a march order to resolve. Alright, let's go with here. We are going to march to here with just one. Just one. Or were we going to go to Storm's End? Anjay's here. Yornwood trying to take Starfall back. The Storm's End going down there is kind of like, it could offend the Martells, or it could help them with defensive supports in the future. Oxlorn, thank you for following. Right here. Or I just go to King's Landing to help shore it up, I think is where I go. Because I will be leaving here to march. And confirm that march. You don't have supply to support... Oh, yes, sorry. Yes, I'm talking about supply. But I don't have the supply to make an army of 3 there because I have these boats out here like an idiot. Whoopsie. Whoopsie, whoopsie. So I'm definitely going to spread out here. Yeah, I was being dumb. So dumb. Yeah, I am brain farting on supply too, but... busted up an army of 2. So... yeah, the problem is I need to spread the ships out. Oh, maybe I should... Hold on. Go back. Let's do this march first. That's what we want to do. Oh, Dirty Lannisters nearby too. Okay, let's go here and here. You want to spend 1 to keep control of King's Landing? Yeah. Now. We'll step in there though. Alright, so... love the patch face card, it's so good. Let's try to stab him. Queen of Thorns. Remove one of your opponent's orders in an adjacent area to the embattled area. What did you do? What did you do? Yeah, I killed one of those guys, weakened them a bit. Oh, what the heck? Look at Greyjoy going over here. They're spreading out. Oh man, they're coming down to get at the Tyrells, I think. Well, Tyrell's building up their sea presence. Oh man, this is great. Come on down. Yeah, Mike, I understand too. I forgot how to play some of the stuff too. Like, it's been like a year since we played, or more at this point. But it's like coming back to me as I play, and we did the tutorial a little bit. But still, there's nuances to this game. You gotta remember as you play. At least the app will catch you on it, which is nice. Like, you can't forget rules and cheat like you would at the table when you're like move somewhere you shouldn't be moving. People forget to check your army limits and stuff like that. It's like everyone at the table has to work together to make sure no one's cheating on supply all the time, but you'll always find somebody accidentally move something somewhere. It happens all the time. We have 15 minutes left, and we're like, where are we at? We're in which round? 5 out of 10? Is that what that is? I don't think we're getting through a full game. But that's okay. I messed up. Yeah. Someone has to get to 10 points here, right? I don't see happening right now. I have 1. Hold on. I'm at 4. 3. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Could be 5 by the end of the turn, but Spreading out. Spreading out. We'll march down here. The other thing I like about this game is like trying to gamble on like when to like leave castles and get units off of castles. Like you have that risk of like you're trying to spread to control more castles, and then you're trying to consolidate your units to protect the castle, and then you draw into a card or you get a chance to muster, and because you already have a load of units on that castle, you waste mustering points. So it's like you want to spread out sometimes, and you're like betting on certain cards coming up. So it's this like gambling aspect to it. Beyond just bidding, you're like gambling on like when you'll get to recruit. Like right now, mustering. So it's like I left my home base, but it's like I want to keep guys there to place orders on or protect it. But then it's like a mustering card might come up soon. So you got to kind of like know the deck and what has come up already, which you can look at the discard pile I saw up here. Which is kind of cool, but I love that gambling aspect to it like that, where you're like, you know, do I spread? It's like when to do what, and like how comfortable do you feel with the players around you, and try not to leave your outside defenses too weak. LOL, I make a move, then see it on your stream. Instant gratification. Use an area to muster units. Okay, so order of muster does matter, but let's see here. I think we want to throw a we like can't I have 1 point to muster, right? Oh, I have a knight there. Yeah, I can't upgrade obviously or anything. I'm thinking about a ship in the port. Here. Like a knight. But now my armies are maxed, so here's the problem. I'm gonna have trouble. Here, could just throw a siege engine to like kind of back me up a little bit. Maybe I don't know, to come in and attack after I lose somewhere. Maybe that's a good play. I don't know. Each player collects 1 power for each power icon they have. Yeah. I need to speed up so we actually can finish this game possibly. Xavier, I don't know. We're playing a game. We have 3 AI components in this game. They seem like they know what they're doing. They're actually aligning and stuff, which is interesting. They're taking over where they should. They're avoiding attacks they most likely will lose. They're being aggressive depending on who they are. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll have to play more to see. Play like a skirmish game against all AI and see how it works, but bid to defend against a wildling attack. We did win. Highest bidder was the Greyjoys and oh, Martell's tied. But due to the track, I think Stark decides who wins. Highest bidder may retrieve 1 house card of his choice from his house card discard pile. The holder of the Iron Throne Stark has broken the tie for highest bidder in favor of Greyjoy. Oh. Thought you're trying to take out the Greyjoys. I see what's happening here. Uh-oh. Oh, accident. I'm like thinking like you've been fighting them. Why would you give them a card back? And like what? Like Martell's doing nothing against you down here. I thought we were all against Skynet. Mike's become one of them. Lies and slander, exactly. Actions speak louder than words, Mike. I see what's up here. And misclicks speak louder than actions. Yeah, I see what's up. Okay, let's do some orders. Quick. Let's see here if we can... Let's get crazy. Alright, we're gonna march +1 here. We're going to march here. We are going to march here. We are going to... Here we are going to... Oh no, maybe I want to march here. I don't want to get the siege engine out of here. It's going to die for sure. Or I just play defensively. See what's up. The only problem is I have all my attack tokens out. Be careful. I probably should... Oh, this is not adjacent to really anything. Oh, it is to the Dorn, though. I should help Dorn. So here, though, we'll definitely want a +1 support in the back. I think here we want to support. Help out. I don't know how aggressive. I'm being silly, but... Sure. Sure. Is that all? Yeah. Okay. Just being quick with it, but Mike has joined the collective. Resistance is futile. Okay, let's see what's up. We have some raids here, support. Okay. Oh, they're defending at Harrenhal. I want Harrenhal. Raid here, that's fine, not hitting me at all. Oh, Tyrells again. Front line, they want to attack. So they're going to try to come in here is their path of least resistance, I think. Unless they're just going to Princess Pass. Let's see. Some Yornwood fighting with Starfall. Looks like it's going to continue. Salt Shore might go across the sea. There's a chance they come into Storm's End. You gotta like always watch these like sea bridges. Now Salt Shore down, way down here at the bottom of the map could like could come around here still. Gotta be careful. But that's okay. But based on this, I go before them, right? Yes, I do. So we can do that same thing. They have no other marches back here. So based on this Raven, I love this freaking Raven token. But I don't have any attacks, actually. I would have loved to switch this to an attack and just continue pushing forward. But how do we do this? I like keep the defense up front. We got to watch out also. March from White Harbor. Technically could come down here. Let's go with... Can I switch? What do I have left here? Defense, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. Maybe I do King's Landing. Oh, King's Landing. Oh, see, I don't have these left. Yeah, I don't really need to switch, actually. Can I change what I'm doing? How do I do this? I know I can't cancel back. Too late? Okay. So what I'll do... I think we'll just go with that. Whatever. That's fine. That's fine. West Summersea Port. Kill it. I could get over there. Okay. I have eight more minutes of playtime for me, and then I get booted from the game. Can we get? We're at round 6. Can we get there? 7 minutes. 7 minutes now. Oh, it's me. Yeah, I'm wasting time right now talking. Oh, damn. Sure. What can we do here? Yeah. Sure. I'll burn your support. Oh, this is probably bad, but I'm gonna do it anyway. grasp. There is still a chance you could use it to march down on Crackla Point. I doubt you would. It, you know, like to help you in a battle there. I'm sure you're just trying to get over here, but or you just want support from this area. But yeah, I don't know. I'm also trying to play quick too, so you know that's what I'll blame it on. River Run Combats. Attacker, Stark, Defender, House Lannister. Oh, what's happening here? Players are choosing cards to battle with. It's an 8/8. Oh, look, you can hover over it. So a Knight for strength. Support from Lannister. Cersei Lannister card. Victory to Robb Stark. To win the combat, you may choose an area which your opponent retreats. You must choose a legal area where your opponent loses the fewest units. Oh, took down a siege engine. Look at it, it's on fire. Awesome. You fear in some future more serious games of this, I may lose some Patreon supporters. But that's the cost. That's the cost of having a fun time in Game of Thrones, I guess. Use a march order resolve. Let's see here. Okay, what do we want to do? Like, I feel these guys are coming in here, but I want to see what they do. So I don't want to use this yet because I want to march in here after into the Reach if Tyrell comes in that direction. But here, defense +1. I also kind of want to march to this. Let's march this guy into here. Oh, yeah, that's right. 2-army thing. Man. Can't do that yet. Can't do that yet. Okay, what can we do, though? We just... Oh, they have a routed unit there, actually. And only one knight. How much? Okay, this will show me if I click this, right? 3 here. I really should have moved these ships and separated them. That was super dumb. Because that has definitely screwed me up. I forgot again this turn. Let's go... Right, if I move out of here, do you still have your march up there? Yep. I feel like I have to do... Whoops. Oh, I have to do this one first. Okay, let's try to get some barrels. Choose a combat card. Being supported in this combat? Nope. No ships. Don't have a footman. I mean, we could throw Stannis down. Good brand. Got him. Oh no, he's higher than me, isn't he? Yep. Fiefdom tiebreaker, I lose. Oh my god. Should have went Stannis. Then he'd be in my discard pile. Oopsie. That's fine. Not a big deal. That one's okay to lose. Oh, they're just spreading out. Princess Pass and retreating back home. They cleared out of there. Interesting. Pay no attention to that march. You won't lose me. I live this game. Awesome. Not sure what happened. I couldn't attack Starfall, says Kanji. I don't know. Hopefully it's not a bug. Hopefully it wasn't a bug. You are adjacent. Like, you can even attack. Yeah, like, yeah, you're adjacent both these spots. I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting a bug. I can't move out of White Harbor. Like, did you try, like I find if you do it the way without the dragging, if you just select your unit, it kind of like gives your options, and then you just select the area, and it works. But don't click on the shield. It's weird. Like, the arrows are pointing at the shield, and sometimes that works, and sometimes that doesn't. No, we're gonna do this one. No, no, no. I do. No, I can't. That one yet. I have enough for this to go here. No, I need that water. Oh no. We're gonna go here, here, and for fun, we'll just attack here. Confirm the march. Yes, leave a token. Not a bad idea. We're gonna throw Stannis in there. He throws Tywin. Yeah, I get wrecked. I get riggedy wrecked. Yeah. I should definitely be supporting myself with ships when I'm doing attacks like that, but it's all good. Oops, Bolton. Man, we're getting wrecked by the AI here. I mean, I wanted to lose. You still killed them and return your thing to your hand. Oh no, he killed you. Oops. He killed you. You return your things to your hand, your cards, right? March order resolve. Okay, now this last one. Can't do anything dirty with it. We're kind of blocked here because of stupid armies and stuff. Yeah, that's the problem. None of our guys died, so we can't move the siege engine up right now. So we're just gonna... Like, I don't know why it's even given the option, actually. Because I don't think I can go here, right? Yeah, see? Why does it even give you the option? It should not present that as a movable place. Like I shouldn't have to click on. That's kind of a bad UI. Like that's an error. Like not a good UI design, or I don't know how I'm like bad logic. I think like it should, when I select this unit, it shouldn't highlight all these places. I can't go there. Like, yeah, that's weird. That's weird. So like I have nowhere to go. I'm pretty sure. Like, all these spots that are highlighting for me, A, can't go there from supply. So, like, it should have just... Yeah, we're just going to hit the X. But, yeah, that's kind of a missed opportunity. Hopefully they fix that in a future patch. Because that should be right up front, not showing you any possible places and saying, like... Just like when you click a raid, you can't attack. If a raid is useless, it warns you. As soon as you click it, it's like, this raid can't be used for anything. It should do that for the march. Sure. Oh, sorry, I had to click that. Yeah, that's weird. That's a weird one. Put to the sword. Recruit new units. Alright. I need to spread out more. I need to get more barrels. Should have went up here to the mountains. Not, yeah, if I was playing normally, I would have probably went Cracklaw Point, would have gone up to Mountains of the Moon, and then Dragonstone would march the siege in here. But Lannister, where are they on the track? Yeah, see, Lannister's above me, so maybe I wouldn't have done that, because then the siege would be, like, kind of exposed here, and then Lannister could go before me and attack and kill the siege. But I could support from here and from the mountains next turn to help protect that. Yeah, here, see, it's warning me right here. You can't muster due to supply limits and lack of available units. Easy. You can't do it, just tell me I can't do it. It's awesome. No March +1s. Alright, so yeah. Oh yeah, first things first. We are moving ships. Number 1. Number 2. Oh, I ran out of time. I was replaced by a bot. There you go. That's what happens when you run out of time. Oh, I can still win even. Well, slowly Skynet's going to take over. Slowly Skynet's going to take over. We'll see what happens. But you guys can continue the game. So there you go. I just learned that that's how it works. And it confirmed. So yes, don't set your play clock super low unless you're like a pro and you're like playing super real time. Good to know. Can I watch it at least? What's it gonna do? Get out, it says. Get out. Quick peeking. Get out. Alright, good luck, guys. But I fall into the AI. Well, I'm gonna go grab dinner now. But yes, we can start a new game, and I'll put it way longer. But I'll give it a little bit. If anyone watching this later or live right now gets this game, again, I will repeat. Go to the friends list. It's your asmodee.net account. You can search in the app, set that up, search for Rob's Gaming Table. Gaming Table. And click me and add me to your buddy list. Okay? And then I'll be able to create another game. We'll set it up with a lot longer player clock. And we can play through a full game casually as you have time kind of thing. But we'll do one in the future. We'll get the whole Discord voice chat thing going. We'll have some fun. Play a live one in the future. But yes, add me to your buddies list, friends list, whatever it is in this game. Doorknobs are yummy. The Baja Blast. So yeah, there you go. It doesn't show that I'm a bot now, but I'm still in there. That's kind of funny. So there you go. That's a look, first look at Game of Thrones, the board game, digital edition. We went through the tutorial scenarios, which are cool. That's how they do the tutorial little missions. We peeked at the challenges, but it is something I want to do in the future, where you can play through these little challenge mode things, which is nice for playing solo, learn the game. You can play skirmish against the AI, and or have vassal opponents. And most importantly, I think, is go online. You can play with randoms. You can play ranked games. You can play super long games. You can play quicker real-time-ish games, chess clock style. Quick play. You can do friend games. Only have friends join. There's little chats. There's an online system to align with each other, warn each other. Even if you're not playing with the chat, there's a chat going. But even if you're not playing with audio is what I'm trying to say, or video with people, there's still a way you can chat throughout the game and warn each other and align with each other, which is kind of cool. And there's this community online chat, which is kind of neat. So if you're looking for people to play a game, you can chat on here. Everyone seems pretty friendly with. When I was chatting in here earlier today, everyone's like pretty helpful trying to figure out how to do the friends list thing. But that's cool. Yep, people are looking for a game right now. So came out today on Steam around 10:30 a.m. Eastern. It's on sale till October 13th. On sale till October 13th on Steam for PC, I believe for Mac. I'm not 100% on that. It's 20% off right now till October 13th, 2020. If you're watching this in the future, I'm sorry. But yeah, if you're interested, add me to your friends list. If not, check out the game if you know Game of Thrones board game. I love this game. It's one of my favorite board games of all time. It's the game that got me in the hobby. Finally, after many, many years, honestly, this game's been out for almost 2 decades if you're counting the first edition of the game. And now we finally have a digital edition. And Direwolf Digital's doing it with Asmodee publishing it. Asmodee Digital, so it's got the whole Asmodee online system, which I think is really good so far, it seems, for being able to connect with people and have online games and stuff, which is pretty cool. But yeah, thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks, Kanjay. Thanks to Mike Shade for taking some time with us to play on here and goof around with the AI. I wish I set it to be longer, because we got like almost to 7. We got to 7 rounds. It was not bad in 1 hour, but I knew I'd be yapping and blabbing on as we live stream, so I always take longer trying to explain what I'm doing. But yeah, the game does look nice. A little buggy still, little tiny itty bitty-ish buggy, but for a day 1 game that I didn't see a kind of early access beta with the community, so that's bound to happen when a game releases live to the world. There's a lot of factors you can't test for. It'll just happen. So they'll see the bugs, they'll catch, people will report them and stuff, and I know they'll fix it and update it with new updates. I'm sure if the game sells well enough, we'll see a Dance for Dragons edition. We could see, you know, Feast for Crows. We could see Mother of Dragons expansion added as optional DLC. Who knows what they'll do with this, but hopefully the game catches on, and it's a way people who are locked in for COVID, don't want to have the big gaming groups, don't want to commit to 6 hours plus in-person playing, now have a way to play long distance with people, friends online, internet friends, you know, that kind of stuff, or friends you haven't seen in a while, or friends who moved away and that kind of thing, can play Game of Thrones online. So I think it's pretty awesome. Well, nice job again by Direwolf Digital. Yeah. Wow. So look at the games. People are just popping on. Look at 5 games on the go right now, just out of nowhere, looking for players. So if you want to try the game out or you want to play against people, there are people online already looking. 35 online right now. Bunch of people looking for games. Game just came out today, so I'm sure the user base will hopefully grow as people find out that the game is out. So yeah, so I'm here trying to spread that word. So share the video, let people know it's out, let people see it or want to check it out. Yeah, thanks a lot everyone for your time watching live. Leave some comments down below if you have any questions or comments, or if you want to add me on the friend system and it's being wonky or whatever. But yeah, add me. We can set up some games or invite me to games or whatever you want to do. We'll play on the back end, and we'll be back streaming this in the future. Maybe we could do a live game with the chat and or Discord people once we build up at least 6 players, including myself. Maybe we get Mel involved, and we can all play during one single stream, play a full game from end to end. And we'll add a little more buffer of time, too, so it doesn't kick us out as bots. But anyways, thanks a lot for watching. I'm going to go grab some dinner. So far, all I have for live stream scheduled is Lord of the Rings. Our next episode of Shadow Pass campaign on Thursday evening, 8 p.m. Kyle's joining us again. We'll be playing 3-player, continuing that story, campaign, adventure, whatever you want to call it. I am going to schedule a Too Many Bones stream. I'm still trying to figure out the day. We have Justin possibly joining us on Friday evening for a game. Still trying to figure out what game that is, and which day I should play play Too Many Bones with some Dart solo is the plan, but that may change up. I'm going to play some more Dart off camera and see if we can figure something out to show off Dart in a stream is what I'm trying to do. So we'll figure that out. But stay tuned, some Too Many Bones coming up this week for sure. Anyways, thanks a lot for watching. Oh, what's my Steam nickname? I don't think you have to add on Steam, but my Asmodee net account and my Steam account I think are the same. It's just all Rob's Gaming Table, one word, no spaces or anything. No underscores, just Rob's Gaming Table. You can see it right here in the top right. So Rob's Gaming Table, just up here. Yeah. So this, for those that don't know, again, those that just joined, this system is all based on your Asmodee.net account. So if you go to Asmodee Digital's website and log in, or Asmodee.net, or the Keyforge Master Vault, or any other Asmodee Digital game like Ticket to Ride, or Catan, or Lord of the Rings, the adventure card game, any of those Asmodee Digital games, they all log in using that same account system. That's how you search for friends on here, is using the Asmodee net account, not your Steam account. So when we added each other on Steam earlier, that didn't connect us in this game at all. So that's all I know. Yes. We'll throw an invite out, and we'll see. We'll build up the buddy list, and we'll be able to start some games, or just try to invite me to a game search somehow. I don't know. Figure it out. We'll figure it out somehow. But anyways, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. And we'll see you in the next stream. Bye-bye.